You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't better.
We're not talking about any integrity in
We
this
are
room.
trying to exploit a generation.
Ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie under the table.
Yes, but that's irrelevant.
I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No, there's vampires everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 156. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-host,
Adam Ham.
that's right, the Haminator. I'm going to actually shut the window I have open,
Okay.
just because it was going to get too hot in here, because boy, is it warm out all of a sudden.
It's warmer. I should open the window, I think.
It's fine.
Put that-
Anyway, I just wanted to cool down a little bit before it heated up in the podcast,
Yeah.
brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, just right. So, wait, were you who were you there? Was that
I was Randy Savage and not the Kool-Aid Man.
Okay, it sounded like the Kool-Aid Man. I just wanted
They do
to
kind of sound
verify.
alike.
They have similar things,
Yeah.
similar traits. Cool. All right. Well, this has been a while since I've released an episode.
Yeah, I know.
Quite a while. Last week I was out at a friend's birthday party when we usually record, and I got back and I didn't. It was late,
Yeah.
and I was like, shit. And I didn't record Friday for some reason because I was like, I'll record Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta like just schedule this. So, yeah,
I'm usually available, so.
well, that's true, but just in case you aren't.
Yeah.
Belch. All right. Well, that's it. That's we're back. Sorry about the break. It was kind of a holiday time off, getting everything situated.
Yeah.
Dealing with stuff. And that's that. I visited Adam.
Yeah.
We had a little Illinois trip.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Great.
Would you rate that? What would you rate that on the trips I visited out of 10? One to 10.
I think it's a good solid 8.
It was a good solid 8. I'd agree.
Yeah.
We didn't accomplish anything like when we beat
No.
Uncharted,
Right.
But we did finish a season of Supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
We watched The In-Betweeners. That was cool.
Yeah, it was a really good choice.
That's a new show. New to us at least. A Britcom,
Yep.
a British sitcom comedy, situational comedy.
Indeed.
The situation of British high school children. That was the situation in that one.
You mean
Not
as
Mike.
the situation.
No, not him.
Okay.
He was nowhere to be found. Although, I feel like he would have acted like some of the characters when he was younger.
Probably.
Possibly. Anyway, yeah, it's a fun show. That's
Yeah.
a recommend. That's a recommend. In-Betweeners.
Definitely.
Kind of your. I guess I wanted to say it's probably like kind of like a British comedy version of American Pie.
That's a good way to put it, I guess.
That's the way I'd put it. It's a British comedy version of American Pie, but like how British comedy to American
Yeah.
comedy, the style is a little bit more.
I was gonna say
British.
I liked In-Betweeners more than I ever liked any of the American Pie
No, I
stuff.
know it's a different style of comedy, whereas
Yeah.
American was more gross out humor,
Right.
but this was more British, funny, awkward situation humor. But still the same amount of high school gross children talking.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So that was equal. The
Yeah.
trying to get laid all the time aspect was in there. But that show's really fun, and
It
I
is.
highly recommend that, including the movie, which was very, very good.
It was.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, so I packed for Adam's trip. Gas is at an all-time low.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how cheap it is down there because it's cheap as hell here now.
I've seen it as low as like $1.88 or $1.89. I'm not
a
sure
buck,
where it is
it's
right
a
now.
$1.95
Yeah.
up here in Madison. I mean, holy
Yeah.
baloney. I was like talking to Lauren. I was like, it's probably cheaper to drive than fly now,
Probably.
gas wise. I know when we were planning a Vegas trip a few years ago, I wanted to see if it would be cheaper to drive than fly because I hate flying to absolutely no end.
I love flying.
I hate flying because
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I have a fear of flying, but I dislike crowded enclosed spaces.
Yeah.
like I'm not really like claustrophobic, but I don't like being in a group of like a big compact space with a bunch of strangers, I guess.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know. It just kind of weirds me out a little bit. I don't know what that is. I don't like being in a crowded bus or a crowded subway, you know? Like, I just... Give me my personal space.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not introverted, but I like having the bubble with people I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's that. So, yeah, I was like, how much would it cost? And I was like, it's going to cost about as much as a plane ticket and gas. So, and it would take 2 days to drive all the way out there.
Yeah.
Unless you drove straight and switched people, which
means
suck.
less time and more money spent on food and.
Yeah, exactly. It's just not worth it, and the flight to Vegas is really not that long anyway.
It's like 90 minutes.
No, it's more than that.
Isn't it?
From Chicago. No, yeah, it's like 3 hours.
I went from, well, I didn't go from Chicago, I guess, but...
Yeah, exactly. Chicago to Vegas is like 3 hours.
I went from, like, Platteville, though. It was like...
It's like 3 hours.
I was like, all right, if you say so.
It's, well, you know, it's between 2 and 3 hours.
Okay.
It's long enough to, you know what? Actually, let me change that, because I remember on the way back, I rented a movie from the in-flight thing for like $5, and it was the, God, what was it called? Oh my God, this movie with Steve Carell and Ryan the Gosinator. Gosling. What the fuck is that movie? Oh my God.
Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, I'm gonna search.
I didn't know they were in a movie together.
Oh, they were. Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, baby. What?
Okay.
Google search a suggestion. I'm gonna find out what movie it is. Crazy Stupid Love, 2011. That came out.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a middle-aged guy. Steve Carell's wife like leaves him because he's kind of a guy who wears polo shirts all the time, like loser.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon is the guy she leaves him for too, and so he's the villain. It's actually pretty funny, but like Ryan Gosling basically teaches him to be like a cool guy.
Oh, you know what? I actually
basically.
saw that.
It's a fun movie.
Now that you actually described that, I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
Ultimately forgettable, obviously, but
yeah, because there's
but
like
fun.
weird stuff. Like, doesn't he end up like dating his daughter or something?
Yeah, he ends up dating his daughter, who's played by what's her name, Emma Stone.
Right.
And he finds out that like he's like he was like a pickup artist kind of guy, but he like changed for her, but he didn't know that, so they get in a big fight. Yeah, it's kind of how the movie ends. How long is this movie? 118 minutes, so it's 2 hours long. I was unable to finish that movie on the flight.
Okay.
But
that
that doesn't...
I thought it was like 90 minutes to like a little more.
But that doesn't include... I think I started it off a little bit after takeoff. Like, probably half hour into the flight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like 2.5 hours long, the flight is. Which is not bad. So it's not, like, worth it. I mean, pretty much flying anywhere in the U.S. isn't that bad.
No.
It's international flights are the absolute worst. I can't... Oh, man. Being in the same
I've never done
seat
that, so...
for more than 8 hours is the worst thing in the entire world.
I'm sure.
I will never... Like, I don't care if it's dangerous to fly in the Concorde. Bring that shit back, because...
Is it?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why they don't have them anymore.
I wondered. I didn't know they were dangerous.
There's safety concerns. The Concorde.
Like, what kind?
I'm looking it up. There's a lot of crashes.
Really? Huh.
Let's see here. Why was it... Where the fuck? Operational history. Retirement. Here we go. Simultaneously, the retired Concorde, low passenger numbers, rising maintenance costs. I guess they say it was too much to take care of because they had to pay a premium. I guess maybe it wasn't dangerous. I thought they were dangerous. There was a crash in 2000 right before they retired them. Like the year before they were going to retire it. So
I remember hearing
following the 25 July 2000 crash, people stopped going on the Concorde.
Oh.
So maybe it wasn't dangerous, but they were perceived to be dangerous.
That could be.
But yeah, the flight from the U.S. to England was... I guess there were a lot of issues on the plane, too. I guess. They said it was, more radiation received on the flight because it flew so high. So, wow.
That's not a lot, though.
No. Yeah, I mean, if you're
Unless
making the
you're
trip
like
every
maybe if
year
you're a pilot,
or every
I don't
day. The pilots, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Concorde flight time New York to Paris was. Jesus Christ. 3.5 hours.
Not bad.
I mean, Jesus. Let's see what the flight time...
Was it supersonic?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Ugh, 8 hours. It cut the flight in half. So, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, that would be how I'd be able to fly to Europe. I'd take that. Build that thing up again. Let me go. I don't think they're ever going to bring it back, though, so... It just also can't hold very many people. Due to, like, the size of it, you know what I mean?
Probably stay pretty light.
Exactly. And didn't have a lot of seats, and it was, like, all first class, so it was really expensive. So it was kind of, like, not gonna happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
But... beautiful future of short flights. I mean, maybe we'll get there in the future, but I don't think so. I don't know. What do you think the future of travel is?
All I can say is, as much as it'd be cool, I would never actually, like, beam places like they do in Star Trek.
You don't want to? You never want to do the teleporting?
I would love... listen, if I had teleporting as, a superpower or something, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But technologically speaking, like... you're dead the first time they beam you somewhere because your particles are just destroyed, broken down.
You know what the crazy part about
a different
that
person
is?
walks off the pad.
Yeah. That's the mind fuck that I think about when that teleportation stuff is discussed.
Exactly.
Because it's like, okay, let's say you go into the pad and you're disintegrated basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And then sent through tubes and then pop out. Does your
That's not even
consciousness travel with you?
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't. It can't. There's no
How
way.
do you know that, though?
You're being reassembled on the other end. With actually, in most cases, it's not even the same particles. It's like different constituent like atoms they have over there that are just material to be materialized.
No, I agree, and it's weird to think about that because like how do you know that someone? Because like if they pop off the pad, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember everything from before. Yeah, like my consciousness traveled, but you don't know.
Exactly.
There's no way to ever know.
That's one of those things where consciousness is such a weird deal.
Like, I know. It's like, hey,
is it just the sum of the parts, or is it more than that, or
are
what?
we smoking weed here? Because
I know.
This is a 3 a.m. smoking weed high conversation we're having right
well,
now.
or an educated, philosophical issue.
This is like the type of discussions that we would have in dorm rooms at 3 o'clock in the morning. Be like, man, what is consciousness?
It's an important question, though. We're getting there.
That's true. That's true, and I think I'm with you. We're gonna be like the old generation, whereas like like we're millennials, I guess. So like the next one will be like, oh, teleporting's cool, Tumblr, like those people. Yeah, are new, and we're old. I don't know. Give me the super tube, whatever.
I guess
Elon
the thing
Musk
is,
was making.
I just don't know. It's like it's so weird to think about. Like, if we get on the tube and like the world fades out. Am I the one who sees the world fade back in when the thing,
Who knows?
Exactly. Like,
no one will know. And science will probably never be able to
answer that question. Unless you can, like, take your actual, like, brain pattern and, like, take it from your mind, send it through electric tubes, and have it reinserted into, your body there.
Yeah.
Then maybe I would trust it. Although even that is like, really? I don't know. But
yeah, it'd be like literally dying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go die now so I can get to Acapulco faster.
But I mean, at least that to me feels like if you're actually taking something out of my head and then putting it back in, then
yeah,
I don't know. That seems more like being alive. I
just think that the future of travel and speed traveling is going to be the future, which is possible, where we're just like slowly turned into cyborgs.
Yeah,
where like all of our body parts are slowly being exchanged, without any loss of consciousness. Slowly exchanged into Actually, I just thought of this. One way to think of this is like heavy discussion to have at the start of a podcast, but the one thing I was thinking about. But you think about people that die on the table, go brain dead, and are brought back. Their consciousness stays with them. Although, how do we know that?
Exactly. When I get started thinking about this kind of stuff, I start to think weird things like, really, I go to sleep every night and I lose consciousness.
Wow.
Is it the same me that wakes up?
Wow.
Like, how would I even know? I might die every night. I don't know.
Adam, you're freaking me out here. I'm all alone in the apartment.
It makes losing consciousness ever seem like the scariest thing ever.
Yeah, I'm never going to sleep. Give me some Red Bulls. Dear God.
I know, right?
Do you know what I always thought would be a fun lark to do, Adam?
What?
Maybe we can set this up at some point in our lives. But for like one of those like extra live streams for like people streaming games, we should do one of those sometime. I think that'd be fun.
Maybe. I'm really bad at staying up now, though.
No, I know. But I wanted to like do a let's see who can stay up the longest contest while doing that.
Dude.
And so I want it to the point eventually where the stream, like people are watching, is both of us asleep on the couch. Just passed out.
Yeah.
How fun would that be?
It'd be funny.
It'd be so easy to do, though, with, like, PS4.
Yeah.
And, like, Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
Like, built in. Like, I would just need to buy a PlayStation camera. And boom, that's us on the couch. People can tune in and see who's the Iron Man challenge. We can cut promos against each other.
Man, yeah.
That'd be fun. We get Lance in on it, Lauren, get all four of us in there, get some 4-player games.
Oof.
Let's figure out a time to do that. See when Extra Life is. It's in the summer, like late summer usually, I think.
It's in the fall, isn't it?
It's early
September, right?
Yeah.
I think it's around
late summer, early fall.
Yeah.
So that's a thought. Something we can do.
Yeah.
I'm penciling that in.
Okay.
What's it called? I don't even remember. Extra Life.
Extra Life, yeah.
Yeah. God damn. Whatever. I had pizza. That's what's making me gassy.
Really, I did too.
I made my pizza. I made my own pizza from materials.
I constructed my pizza online from Pizza Hut.
Oh, you got the new Pizza Hut?
Yeah, they're really cool, actually.
Oh, well, I don't know. The new Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
You were swayed by the advertisements?
I actually haven't seen the advertisements. I just went to the website and I was like, wow, this is kind of cool.
Trying to take notes too while we record.
Okay.
Just so I can remember when I'm editing it what we talked about.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Every night we die. All right. It won't go out. That thought will not leave my head.
I know, right?
Oh my God. So the Illinois trip was fun. Rang in the new year down in Illinois.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Played some Cards Against Humanity, and I lost horribly.
Mm-hmm.
I was way behind. Your family are not misery vampires.
I was going to say, you're at a disadvantage there because you don't know what actually tickles their fancy.
I think most of my points came from you anyway.
Probably, yeah.
But
that's the thing. No. A game like that, you're at an advantage where you know other people's sense of humor is.
The worst one out of all of them. So I had this one with anyone else. Yeah. Like if you would have had this, I would have had one. There's one where it was like I forget. It was like the Boy Scouts of America were banned for having this instated in their obstacle course or whatever.
Yeah.
And I had put down the card that said a simultaneous wet dream starring Sigourney Weaver, or wet dream and nightmare starring Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. Yeah. And as soon as your brother started saying it and he couldn't pronounce Sigourney, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
He doesn't know who that is. Fucking millennials.
I have that problem too, where he's too young to understand.
The reference. Oh, God. How awesome would that wet dream be, though?
I know, right?
Sigourney Weaver, aliens chasing you, a little time alone in the closet.
Yeah.
Some 7 minutes of heaven when then one of you gets your throat ripped out by an alien.
Less appealing, but sure.
But I think part of that stream needs to be lights out, Adam plays Alien Isolation.
No fucking way. That's not
I want to see Adam. No. We'll do. You know what we'll do, Adam?
Do.
No.
What?
Donation incentive.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
I don't think so.
For charity, Adam. We'll do it for charity, and we can give you a nope, like a safe word you can have. Yeah, you can say like pineapple.
Yeah.
Be your safe word.
All right.
Whenever you say like pineapple, you can like take a break, and then if you say it like 3 times, then we're done.
Okay.
So we'll figure something out. I don't know. That's all way in the future.
Yeah.
Anyways, other stuff going on. So yeah, it was a fun trip to Illinois. Illinois really reminds me how different it is than Wisconsin, especially where you are. I think I talk about this every time.
You do. Yeah.
But you live in like almost the South.
Almost.
It's starting to become the South where you're at.
Yeah.
Like a lot of pickup trucks, like banged up pickup trucks around, you know? You got people wearing Looney Tunes shirts. A lot of people wearing sweatpants all day.
I wouldn't say that. There's not a lot of people wearing sweatpants all day.
I don't know, man. I would say, like, if I went to that Kroger's, not this time, but the last time, like, 8 out of 10 people in that I could have seen in a police lineup.
My Kroger's?
Yeah.
That's kind of the ghetto Kroger.
It is. That's a ghetto area or something, because
it's right on the edge of one, yeah.
a lot of people there look like, you know, the type of people that love John Cena unconditionally.
Oh. Well, come on. I mean,
he is an American hero.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. We drank a bunch one night. Man, drinking sucks.
It does.
You just feel wrecked afterwards.
Yeah.
That's it, Adam. You're 30.
Yeah.
I'm less than 12 months away from that myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's just what happens when you get older. I'm sorry, people. It just... Although I drank last weekend, I was fine. I don't know. Maybe it was just the sugary drinks. Who knows?
Could be. That's the only way I can drink, though.
It's true. Last time, when I got drunk this last time, I just drank straight scotch. And I was fine. Gotta get you a hard liquor, Adam, that you can just chug.
Tastes gross, though.
You could do it, though.
No.
You're kind of... Oh, man. You're like the opposite... You're like the exact, like... opposite of, you know, when they say like delayed gratification. that is the opposite of Adam.
Yeah.
Like, I started drinking whiskey not liking the taste, and then you get used to it, and then you start to enjoy it. It's like coffee, black coffee, wine, all those things. You just keep at it, you know, and then you start to appreciate the nuance.
Why would I want to go through all that?
Gotta get your taste buds used to it, you know.
I don't want to go through all that terribleness. It's too much effort to do all that.
It's not that much effort.
It is. You have to drink a lot of whiskey before you start to like it.
3 or 4 drinking experiences where you're just like, oh man, it's hard to keep this down. And then you start just being like, it's actually pretty good. When slightly chilled with an ice cube.
No.
I don't know. You get used to it and it's fun. God, what else? I don't know. We didn't do shit, man. That was awesome. That was such a good vacation.
It was.
I needed that so bad.
Yeah.
Just to do absolutely nothing. We didn't even order out like nearly as much as we had in the past because I brought food.
Yeah.
Made sandwiches.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was. And we got through some Supernatch.
Maybe we'll have to have another trip sometime. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now the gas is so fucking cheap, it's not nearly as bad.
Yeah.
Like when I came down in the summer, like it was like $80 round trip to drive there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's like 45, 50. It's like crazy. It's like, that's not bad at all.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. Especially if you drove up here, it'd be even cheaper.
Yeah.
There's no fun in that, though. Lauren would be here in the way. It's a guy's trip, bro's trip.
Yeah.
Broing out.
I actually did think about...
Brosiah. What's up?
Brosiah. No, I have kind of wanted to go up there just to, you know, see people.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time since you rock and rolled. Da-da-da-da. It's Led Zeppelin for you.
Yeah.
Get the lead out. It's 2015.
I want to see Tyler's...
Burlesque show?
Burlesque show, yeah.
I know he sent me an invite to that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to that. Are you kidding me? It was an all-male burlesque review. I'm like, Tyler, I like you. I want to see you.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know if I would want to go to like a male strip. It'd be like saying like let's go see a male Chippendale show. And it's like, well, no.
But I mean, if your friend was one of the Chippendales, maybe for sport. Maybe
I don't know if I can handle the whole show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be like an hour and a half, and I know one person. It's like,
I suppose that's true.
That sucks because I want to support him, but, you know, it's just like, I don't know if that's my scene. I don't know. Yeah. There are people that'll go, though. I'm sure he's great.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I haven't seen him or Lance or
man,
anybody in forever.
It's true, Lance. You gotta see the new
D&D
Lance.
gang. Yeah,
Lance is listening to this probably.
Is he?
Yeah, he's listening to the podcast now.
Well, that's cool.
I know, right? No, but he's like a baby. He's like come out of his old Lance shell.
Yeah,
he's like learning how to cook. Like,
wow.
learning how to, like, drink not just Bud Light beer. And he's like, John, you gotta check out this craft brew. It's like, it's Capital Brewery's Nut Porter. And it's like, yeah, I know. I tried to get you to drink this, like, 3 years ago, and you thought it was gross. And now you, like, enjoy beer.
Yeah.
It's weird. And he's like, oh, man, I know. I, like, cook spinach now and stuff. It's like, yeah, I've been doing that for decades, son. Like, get with the program. It's not new to me, but, you know, good for him. It's healthy. Better than just eating macaroni and cheese every night, you know? Even though that's great.
That's... What does that say that I still haven't taken that turn?
Oh, you've taken a bit of that turn. You were never as bad as Lance, though.
Well, I mean, he ate, I guess, terrible things that he made, but I've never even... I eat terrible things that other people make. I don't know if that's any better.
Fair enough. Yeah, you eat from that terrible Japanese place to give me food poisoning.
I don't think that was... I didn't give me anything.
It was that. I know because I took a horrible dump at your place when that happened. Like,
yeah,
it was just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just like, not liquid, but just like brown water.
Okay.
Mud. The toilet looked like wrecked and it smelled really weird, you know?
Okay.
It was clearly, like, annihilating my intestines, whatever I ate. You didn't eat the same thing I did, though. I don't think it was the sushi. I think it was the other thing I had.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Yeah.
That could be. I get the thing I had last time.
Yeah, well, the time they made it this time, someone fucking put their shit hand in there and gave me some terrible fecal bacteria that was awful.
Okay.
I'm fully recovered from that now, though.
Well, that's good.
It took like a month and a half. Like, when I visited you last time, I still felt kind of sick.
That's terrible.
I'm like 100% now.
That's good.
It's crazy. I have no abdominal pain at all now. So I don't know what it was, but it was something that just fucked up my intestines. I don't know. That's what the doctor said. They were like, you know, it's just get a bad thing in there and it kills all your good bacteria, and so your fucking whole, like, digestive tract hurts for a while while it repopulates. And just drank a lot of kefir. You ever heard of kefir? Kefir?
No.
Kefir? I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I've heard of...
Yeah, it's a Turkish-style milk-based yogurt thing. Mm-hmm. It's really good, too, because it's mostly lactose-free, so it's not as hard on your digestive system as, like, regular milk yogurt. But, yeah, I just drank one of the, like, a little thing of that every day, and that really helped me feel better. That, and I took some probiotics. That really just... It got me all back. My God,
That's
though,
good.
that was an ordeal.
Yeah.
I missed work because my stomach hurt so much. That was bad. Fuck, man. I never have been, like, food poisoned before. And it is not fun. Like, just... Ugh.
I'm surprised I haven't, given how much I eat out.
Just takes one, man. Just takes one. You get a hot dose.
I don't think I've ever actually...
You know, like cocaine, you get, like, a hot shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Totally
with the
familiar
wire.
with that. Yeah, I do
Remember when they're in the prison?
time.
They give out that cocaine, all those guys, because they had rat poison in it. You get a hot shot, you're screwed.
Poor Bubbles.
No, Bubbles is fine.
He was.
His friend, man. Anyway, so that was my trip to Illinois. I don't know. We didn't. We went to Cracker Barrel.
Hot shots for your trip to Illinois?
We went to No. We went to Cracker Barrel. Remember?
Yeah, we did. I do remember that.
That was okay.
Yeah, you didn't seem to.
It's all right. I don't know. Cracker Barrel, I've never really like bought into all the way.
Well, what's that even mean?
I don't know. I don't like people like you love Cracker Barrel, and I'm like, it's all right.
Listen, the atmosphere is cheesy, but they have like the best pancakes ever.
Those pancakes were incredible.
They are.
I will give them that.
Crack pancakes. So.
Yeah, the rest of the stuff was okay. The eggs were okay. The turkey bacon was great.
Yeah,
but it's always great. You know, can't go wrong with that. What else was there? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is about that place. I just don't dig it as much.
It feels very country.
I don't mind country. I don't know what it is. The food, the atmosphere, I don't know. Maybe I just don't like dining out in places I've never been to before.
Yeah, it could be.
If you ever come up here,
never been to a Cracker Barrel before?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you ever come up here, we'll have to go to the original Pancake House.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh my God, Adam. That's the best pancakes right there. This place is crazy because there's one in Middleton. I think there's another one on the east side, but the cash only, no card.
That's terrible.
Well, it's the way they roll. It's because they can. Okay. They're open from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day.
So they're a mafia front.
Standing room only. You have to wait like a half hour to get in, basically, unless you go super early. It's just insane. It's like everyone flocks there because it's just such good breakfast food. Like their omelets are like 5-egg omelets that are incredible, and then you get pancakes. I got potato pancakes last time I was there that were fucking incredible.
It's a waste of pancakes.
It's not pancake. Potato pancake's not a pancake. It's just
I know. That's why it's such a waste.
It's like hash browns with like onions and spices.
I've had potato pancakes before.
Oh, this places are incredible. I'm gonna get that next time because.
But why would you get that when you could have like real pancakes that are good?
I don't know. I've never been huge into pancakes to begin with.
Oh my God, they're batter. They're cooked batter. It's delicious.
I know. I always feel like I'm dead after I eat them though because it's just so.
That's how
bad
good they
for
are.
You. Like I can feel it clogging my arteries as I eat it.
That's a good feeling.
No. You know what I have distinct beloved memories of, though?
What?
So, when I went to Boy Scout camp in the summers, they would always have the Lumberjack breakfast day.
Yeah.
Lumberjack was pancakes. It was pigs in a blanket. Eat it with your hands. So, you would get like a paper plate, go up, they throw on a pancake, and these pancakes were dusted with like cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah.
And then you get your sausage link, put it in there, and eat it like a taco, basically. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Oh my fucking God, so good! Oh God, and then they're cooked over a fire, so you get that campfire smell. Brings me back to my childhood. Yeah. Man, I miss summer camp. I feel like if I could have a dream job, it would be like a camp counselor.
Sounds kind of creepy.
Do you see me as a camp counselor?
Not really.
Counselor John. I think that would be awesome. I don't know.
Maybe.
I always wanted to get a job in the summer at the scout camp, but you couldn't. There's like 20 positions available. You know what I mean? Like
jobs that are outdoors or require me to be outdoors.
Dream job? Park ranger. Oh. How fucking fun would that be?
That'd be terrible.
Oh. Just driving around in a Jeep all day.
Ugh. Why would you want
checking
to do
out
that?
Animals, moving logs,
Ugh.
giving people tours.
The
only problem with park rangers though is that you have like you have to have like law enforcement background, like because they do like the park enforcement stuff and like they kick kids out and people get like beat up. Some guy got shot a couple years ago in Wisconsin. Like I don't know, it's bad. It's not ideal, but I don't know. That'd be a dream job right there. But they don't make shit. But man, would it be fun. Just driving around. I could just driving around in a Jeep in the woods all day. Sounds beautiful to me.
Sounds terrible.
Open top Jeep.
I need technology.
Hey, you got technology? You got GPS? You got hotspot? Got your laptop to monitor activities?
No.
You could make Park Ranger in as high tech as you want it to. So you're kind of your own boss.
Could I make it where I never actually went out into the park?
You could, Adam. I'll tell you how. Devise a drone system.
I'm not that smart.
With, like, automated drones that you can just...
No.
Adam, you could just sit in an air-conditioned, like, basement with, like, multiple camera feeds, clutching a bag of Funyuns
I don't
and
want
a
to
big
watch
gulp.
cameras either. Really.
Oh, God. That sounds fun, too.
No.
Flying drones all day.
Flying drones.
Oh, man. Maybe I should get in the Air Force and be a drone pilot.
If you do, you have to be on it. Cause
That'd be fun!
they stop accepting you at 30, I think.
Really? Oh, I know. It's too late.
No, it's
Fine.
not, you've still got a few months.
It's
Don't
too
hurry.
late. I'd have to be in shape because you have to pass basic training.
They'll do that for you.
No, they won't. Not from where I am now.
Oh, you just have to go through it a couple times.
in like 11 months. Not even, like 8 months.
Well, it's like 6 weeks, so you just go through it like 4 or 5 times and you're good.
Oh my god. Well, actually, you don't actually have to do boot camp if you're going to be an officer and you have a college degree.
You still have to do basic. Everybody has to do basic.
Yeah, but you don't. You do a different basic though. I looked into this. Trust me. After I lost my job at Epic,
Yeah.
I was like, "What armed forces branch could I join?"
Oh, you want to go Air Force and be a lieutenant?
Air Force, 100%. That's what I want to be when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
An Air Force person, but you know, like I'd be a plane mechanic. That'd be fun.
I want to
know.
be a pilot.
Yeah, you'd be impossible. You're actually you're short enough to do it, but
I know.
you have glasses, which is a no.
No, glasses are fine now.
Oh, are they? They
it's
changed that
just-
requirement.
You can't have LASIK for some reason.
Yeah, well, they would be worried a complication could arise while you're flying.
I guess, I don't know.
You
But
get watery eyes or something, and you'd be fucked.
I guess you can do contacts, but not
Contacts make sense.
not LASIK.
It's stupid that you wouldn't be able to have contacts.
Yeah.
Because it gives you basically 20/20 vision with no... Unlike, contacts don't fall out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, pretty rare, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, no, I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. That was my dream when I was a kid, but alas, I'm too tall. That's the big issue. There's like a height limit of 6'2" or something. Because they don't build a cockpit to fit someone with long legs.
Right.
Because why?
Yeah.
Anyway, astronaut also out. Can't be over 6 feet, I believe, or 6'1" or something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, too tall. And when you go into space, you get taller. No gravity compacting your bones. God, you know what's crazy, Adam? Think about this. What happens in the space capsule, right? Up in there. Could you imagine being stuck in the ISS for like 4 months?
No, that'd be terrible too.
No, but think about this. What happens if you fart? Where does that go? You gotta breathe the stank air for like 3 months.
No, they have air filters.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I'm sure it filters more than just farts. I'm sure it
I
filters
don't
all
know
kinds of
about
stuff.
that, man. Oh no, I've
bet
heard
it does.
I've heard that the suits are the worst.
Oh yeah, that would be
Because
terrible.
I've actually heard that, like, yeah, when you come out of that suit, it's rank
I'm sure.
because you're just recycling your own air inside for a long time, and it's just And I mean, that guy almost drowned. Remember that in space? A man almost drowned in space. Adam,
I don't remember
this
that.
is the world we live in. Okay, so he was out on a spacewalk or whatever outside, and I forget what happened with the suit, but something with the condensation, like dehumidifier in his mask, stopped working, and his mask started filling up with water, and it was getting up to his mouth.
Ooh,
How fucking crazy is that?
that's
They had to
terrifying.
bring him in because it was like, shit, you got to come in or you're gonna fucking get up to your nose. You won't be able to breathe. You can't move your head. In the mask, you can't move your head.
Yeah.
Because it's locked to your neck. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. Space is terrifying.
Oh yeah,
The
absolutely.
movie Gravity didn't prove anything. It proved that space is terrifying. Because, like, one wrong move and you're dead.
Apparently, they almost had like a gravity type situation with the ISS.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Flew too close to another one or something.
No, there was like an old Russian satellite that's
Yeah.
orbit deteriorated or something like that, and was like right in their path.
Yeah, I'm sure that news story is where they got the idea for the movie. They're like, what if that really happened? Fuck. God. Ugh. No. Space is terrifying.
Space is terrifying.
I'm never going to space.
And it's so big.
It is very large. It is larger
big.
than it is small. There's a lot of space. I
was like reading something the other day, like on how large a parsec was.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I was interested for some reason.
Okay.
And, it's like 3.26 light years.
Oh Jesus.
So it's multiple light years. And I was reading all this stuff, and they were talking about like, oh yeah, it's one of the larger one of the biggest forms of units of space measurement. Because it's bigger than an AU, it's bigger than a light year.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, large distances in space are measured in mega light years. And indeed, in fact, when you're talking about space between galaxies, giga light years.
Oh my God.
Which, for the uninitiated, are millions of light years and billions of light years.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just had to stop to think about that for a second. Like, how far light travels in 1 billion years, going 300,000 meters per second. How far that is.
Yeah.
And it's just, your mind explodes. It's insane.
It's like numbers that you can't comprehend with
No, there's no possible way for your mind to comprehend it. Like, you're not evolutionarily equipped to handle those kinds of measurements.
Yeah,
either on the big scales or the small scales. They're just, at a certain point, it's all abstraction. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, space is terrifying. It's huge. It's enormous. And there are billions upon billions of stars and billions of galaxies.
Yeah, Adam, what was your? I don't remember what your opinion was. What was your opinion on extraterrestrial life? Did you have a?
My opinion is it almost certainly exists out there, but that we have not been visited by it.
It definitely exists. There's absolutely, like, mathematically no way that there isn't.
Well, I don't like to deal with absolutes. I think it's extremely low chance that there's not out there.
Mathematically,
low.
There is.
Mathematically, yes, there is.
In an infinite space of which our comprehension of the universe is, there has to be another life form somewhere.
It would certainly seem to be
crazy.
Like
and have they visited us? Who knows?
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, but who knows? I don't know. They had those FBI documents that were released that were weird. I don't know. It was interesting. Now, I mean, who knows? But the FBI documents that were released were about the Roswell incident, and they talked about sending an FBI agent out to Roswell to investigate the UFO recovered or something. Mm-hmm. But who knows if that was like they were just going off information they heard, calling it a UFO recovery because they were going out to check it out. Because in that day and age, we didn't have the telecommunications we have.
Yeah.
So, like, an FBI person in Washington, D.C., what is he going to know what happened in New Mexico?
And all UFO means is unidentified. So
exactly. But it was weird to see an actual FBI document referring to a UFO incident in Roswell. It was like, wow, weird.
No, UFO incidents happen all the time.
That's true.
They're just usually later identified.
Yeah. Well, I think that also referred to as someone in Roswell, maybe an agent of some sort from a different government agency, talking about meeting an extraterrestrial life form.
Oh.
But, I mean, again, it was all just go check out what this guy said, But who knows? Interesting, because you usually don't get any of that paper trail.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that if that kind of knowledge were really out there...
I feel like who knows? There's no way to know. With all of human history.
It couldn't be kept secret that long. It's just one of those things where there's just too many people who would have to know about it to where the information would get out there.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like all the... Like any other conspiracy, really. Is that, people can't stay quiet about that stuff for that long. It just doesn't happen. Everything gets discovered eventually.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You've seen the weird Egyptian hieroglyphs and stuff too, with the aliens on them.
No.
Okay, just look up hieroglyphs, aliens. There's a few weird hieroglyphs that show like saucer-like things. and like helicopter-like things, which is weird. I mean, who knows? It could have been just some fucking Egyptian Banksy making a weird hieroglyph, but it's just kind of one of those weird things that when you think about it, like if an alien ship came to Earth back then, absolutely no way we could know. You know what I mean? Especially if they just like, you know what I mean? There's absolutely no way you could know because written history only goes so far back. You know what I mean? It's creepy to think about, but you know, fuck it. I feel like if we visited an alien planet, we probably wouldn't contact. We'd observe first. And then they were like, man, these people suck. We're not talking to them. It's like in First Contact, remember? Starfleet knew of Earth for a while before they contacted them or whatever?
Yeah,
the Romulans?
No, it was the Vulcans.
Vulcans, sorry, yeah.
They didn't... Well, I think they knew of our existence, but, you know, you had to prove we were warp capable first.
Yeah, of course, before we were allowed into... I mean, we got to get to that, man.
Yeah.
Let's get that warp going.
Yeah.
How incredible would that be, though? If there was just some invention that happened on Earth, like, we invented, like, teleportation or something, and then, like, just UFOs like, hey, you guys passed the test.
Yeah.
Time to join alien. Time to be subjugated. Or whatever.
Well, that's what Stephen Hawking worries about, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at all of the human history of imperialism,
yeah,
it certainly doesn't paint a rosy picture for the nature of beings.
He just said that basically any species intelligent enough to make their way to us would most likely see us like we see, you know, ants or whatever.
Or like what we saw the Native Americans as.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just like, oh, hey, look at these savages.
We can enslave them and murder them.
Yeah, they don't know shit.
Yeah.
They don't have fucking laser X5 generators.
Exactly.
Fuck them. Yeah, I don't know. We're fucked. I don't know. Hopefully we'll all be dead by then.
Oh, did you hear about that crazy... This is crazy, too. That crazy space drive?
No, what's up with the space drive?
So, it's a space drive that, according to regular Newtonian physics, should not work correctly because of conservation of...
Oh, I think I've heard of this, yeah.
Momentum, but apparently NASA actually... They scoffed at it first, and they actually built one just to test it.
Yeah, I think I had actually heard about this.
Yeah, it actually does put off like a very small amount of force, which is, you know, will not work on Earth, but in space, without resistance, it will continually build up power. It basically runs forever on like nothing, pretty much. That's not true. It requires fuel and stuff like that, but it's basically
infinitesimally less fuel than what we require now.
The gain is much. The ratio is much better.
It's basically like beating physics. Like
it's basically like
input less to get more, which doesn't seem to add up.
They're not exactly sure how it works. Other than that, I guess they're theorizing.
Is this something that one of those like fucking 50-year-old ex-engineer retired people like tinkered in their garage and figured it out?
I think China figured it out at some...
China?
Yeah, I think so.
God damn!
But I guess they're thinking it like pushes off of like virtual particles that usually don't even like stay in existence for long periods of time. Like basically empty space is actually bubbling with virtual particles that pop in and out of existence.
Oh.
Just keeping an even amount of energy at zero, but... Yeah.
My brain's exploding.
Yeah, they're thinking maybe it pushes off of that, kind of.
This is the future we live in, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Adam. I'm going to shift topics.
Fair enough.
I found a quiz for you to take.
Oh, God. Okay.
No, it's good.
All right.
What superhero are you?
Oh, all right.
All right, it's 9 questions.
I took a Disney one of these.
All right. Well, you got this. I'm going to put a link up on the episode page. bornintheeighties.net. Find the episode number. It'll be there. You can take it yourself. Compare. I took mine. Professor Xavier.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what Disney
princess
protagonist I am?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, who?
I'm Belle.
Belle. Oh my God, I called it.
I am Belle.
I knew it. You're a Belle. Definitely. That's nothing wrong with that. You're a male Belle.
No. Yeah.
Or a female Belle. You know, your choice. Nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
Adam, you would be not an attractive woman.
Thanks, I guess.
I'm sorry. Just your physique, I don't think translates to the feminine form very well.
No.
I think
probably
that the Lord of the Rings creature you most resemble is a dwarf.
Yeah.
Stout and burly does not translate to
I am
women.
those things.
Yes. Anyway, Adam, your arch enemy leaves a clue at the crime scene. Do you look for more clues, wonder what it means, or wonder if they left it there on purpose?
Wonder if they left it there on purpose.
Okay. Thinking ahead. Nothing is happening. It's too quiet. What do? Go looking for villainous activity. Wait for the villains to come to you. Stay home and predict your nemesis's next move.
Number 2.
Wait for them to come to you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Reporters eagerly snap photos of you victoriously leaving the battle. Do you pose with your legs apart and your fist clenched, or twist around to show off your sexy curves? I'm going to take the male choice here.
Those are only 2 options?
Yes.
I'm about to twist.
No. Okay. You would twist around and show off your sexy curves.
If I had them, yeah.
All right, Adam. The evil villain has found out your secret identity and kidnapped your mother. Do you attack him with crushing rage? Ask him what he wants. Calmly think through the safest response.
As my mom said, I have to think through the safest response.
All right. Keep her safe.
Yeah, keep her safe, keep her sound.
You lose a close friend and ally after the funeral. Do you create an effigy in their name that will last a millennium? So, Adam, I die in a battle. Take some time to mourn their loss, or get right back to saving the world.
I like the effigy.
Yes, you better build an effigy if I die.
Yeah.
All right. An evil villain is robbing a bank just 1 block away. Do you rush in to save the day? Make a plan to ambush him as he leaves. Let him take the money, which you have previously bugged, which will lead you right to his hideout.
I'm not gonna rush in. I gotta make sure people are safe.
That's true. You never know. He could get away, but he could hurt someone.
Exactly.
An alarm goes off. You tense up, listen hard, be ready for anything. Run for the nearest exit. Make a plan to escape if it all goes wrong.
Wait, there's 3 choices there?
Yes, tense up and listen hard, be ready for anything. Or run to the nearest exit. Or make a plan to escape if it all goes wrong.
I guess make the third one.
Make a plan.
Yeah.
Mayor throws a massive party for saving the day. Do you party harder than adamantium? Turn up late, already drunk. Retreat to your lab where you can catch up with the Superhero Monthly.
That's probably the one.
Yep. I know you. You hear about a new team of superheroes starting up in your city. Do you ask to join up? You'll be stronger in a team. 2, think about getting a sidekick. Or keep working alone. You're a more awesome solo.
I guess I'll go with number 2.
Think about getting a sidekick.
Yeah, I'd be like, Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Adam. Since you chose the sexy lady pose, you got a female version.
Excellent.
Let me see. I'll see what the male equivalent is. Okay, Adam. Catwoman.
Ah, nice. Who's the male equivalent?
The male equivalent. Ghost Rider.
What?
Yeah.
Ghost Rider and Catwoman are not very similar, I would.
They're INFP. This is Myers-Briggs superhero version.
Okay. Actually, I think that is what I am.
I know. I got exactly what I was.
Yeah.
ENFJ. Xavier. What is ENFJ? What is it? Extroverted? I don't know what the N stands for.
Intuitive.
Intuitive, feeling, and judging.
Yep.
When I take the test, I either get that or ENTP.
Yeah, I kind of... There's a couple
I switch between the two.
Yeah.
Clever, cerebrally quick for ENFP, or ENFJ, benevolent pedagogue of humanity. Tremendous charisma. Like kind of a mentor type person. Let's see what INFP is, Catwoman is. Let's see here. Never seem to lose their sense of wonder. One may say they See life through rose-colored glasses. Mm-hmm. Huh. INFPs have the ability to see good in almost anyone or anything.
That's true.
There you go. You're just... What are other famous INFPs, Adam? Homer.
Oh.
Not Homer Simpson, but Homer, the writer.
Okay.
Let's see here. You got St. John, St. Luke, William Shakespeare. Look at that.
Yeah.
Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. A lot of writers here.
Yeah.
A. Milne. Come on.
That's
Helen
the writer of
Keller.
one of the people.
Adam, you and Helen Keller. I think the biggest one, though, here is probably Mr. Rogers. Fred Rogers.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Cool.
Good for you. Let's see. Who's a famous me? ENFJ. Let's go. Oh, a lot of U.S. presidents. Abraham Lincoln, Barack Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, Sean Connery. Fuck yeah. Dick Van Dyke. Oh, this is great. Craig T. Nelson from Coach.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tommy Lee Jones, Bob Saget. Oh man, I'm Matthew McConaughey. So this whatever this typelogic.com that they just have reference to the different types of personality types right here. Who made this list? Okay, Adam. So it says like what they're from, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tommy Lee Jones, best known for The Fugitive. That's probably right. Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean. That's pretty good. Let's see here. What about Matthew McConaughey? Best known for The Wedding Planner. Like, what?
That's probably true before this past year, though.
Oh, no.
Like, what else has he been in? Since, like, recently he's been really good. But before that,
The McConaissance has happened. Time to update. Ben Affleck, The Sum of All Fears.
Okay,
Come on.
that's probably...
Come on. There's probably a better one than that. Anyway, no.
Well, then again... Maybe
No,
not.
you want to know my fictional ENFJ?
Sure.
Joe Hackett from Wings.
Yeah!
He references the show Wings. But you know what, Adam?
What?
Out of Wings, I am Joe. Fuck yeah, I'm Joe Hackett. Everybody loves Joe Hackett.
It's true. It's true.
Joe Hackett, of course, played by Tim Daly, the amazing actor. You know Tim Daly.
Yeah. I know
He
Wings.
is known as the fictional voice of Superman in, like, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he also is in My Neighbor Totoro in the English one as the dad. He's a great voice actor, actually. I love Tim Daly. Sorry. I want to see what else... I want to see what your fictional person is, besides Catwoman.
Ghost Rider, you said?
And Ghost Rider. Oh, wow, you get a bunch of fictional INFPs. What the fuck?
Because all... Yeah, I guess...
Oh, Wesley Crusher, Adam. Doug Funny from Doug.
Doug.
Dr. Julian Bashir from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Deanna Troi. Adam, I don't know. You get Bastion from the Neverending Story.
Nice.
Isn't Bastion the name of the flying dog monster?
No. Bastion was a kid in the attic Collector Reed.
Oh, yeah, that's you.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Oh, man. No, but you also got Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the INFP's not bad.
No.
Introverted, feeling, extroverted.
Calvin always
intuition.
was playing with his imaginary tiger pet, so...
So you're like you're the introverted extrovert, basically, is what INFP is.
Yeah.
Which is, you have introverted feelings, but you have intuition extrovert, so you can understand people. You know what I mean? You're and you think in the terms of the greater good. You know, you're good for you, Adam. Clap,
Thanks.
golf clap. That's not bad. Ghost Rider doesn't seem to make sense, but you know what?
I don't really get that.
Haven't read the comics, so who knows?
Well, I guess like the guy the Ghost Rider is when he's not ghost riding, it's probably INFP. Johnny Blaze himself.
Is
maybe?
he?
Yeah, probably.
You know what? There are actually some more. I think there's more than one choice for each of the types that besides male and female. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, which one were you? Oh, I'm sorry. Ghost
INFP.
Rider. Was there another INFP? No, there isn't another INFP. There is two ENTPs. There's a Deadpool and Superman, which I gave probably because one of them's the rowdy one and one of them's the righteous one. Anyway, cool. Good for you. that's it. So you can take that quiz yourself and see how you stack up in superhero world. You got anything else to talk about, Adam? I talked. Your turn. You got a topic.
Okay.
I'm going to cross that off my list.
Yeah. I had something.
Okay.
And now I'm forgetting it.
All right. I can go to my next thing if you want.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and go to the next one.
Okay, so I'm going to get my computer fixed. I've decided. It's been broken for like since I visited Adam in like October. Like when I took it out and we played WoW and got drunk.
Yeah.
It's been wonky ever since. I think that was in the summer. Wasn't it?
No, it was
like September.
No, it was actually like November, I think.
No. That was for WoW, and I brought my old computer for that.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Because the new one wasn't working.
It was probably September then.
Yeah, but it wasn't broken immediately after I got back. I wonder if moving it fucked it up. I mean, it could be. Who knows? I kept it in a box though and transported it pretty well, but you never know. With the desktop, some could get loose. Anyway, it slowly got worse and worse though. So I don't know. I think it's the motherboard. But I'm taking it into a place. I'm like losing my geek cred card here.
Yeah.
By taking it to a computer place to repair, but I should get some geek cred for the work I did trying to get it to work.
Yeah.
I mean, I replaced a video card. I took out a hard drive. I tried a few things and went through the BIOS diagnostics and everything. And I could not figure out what was wrong with this thing.
Yeah.
It just BSODs. It locks up. I get weird pixels on the screen, but it's not a video card issue because work happened with 2 video cards. One video card, which I know works because I'm on a computer that's using it right now. So I don't know, and I feel bad, but I thought about it this way. It's probably gonna cost like $200 for them to fix it. You know what I mean? Not with parts, but I mean probably they were quoting me probably 100 to 150 to do the labor, which is probably if you have to replace a fucking motherboard, because you have to fucking tear the entire computer apart and put it back together. But they were like, it'll probably take an hour to do the labor, and they charge like $90 an hour or something. And I don't know. They said they give estimates out for $40 to do a diagnostic, which I think is kind of bullshit, but whatever. Place came highly recommended. Madison Geeks. You're accountable. I'm talking about you on my podcast. It's going up, so if you give me bad service, I'm going to have bad things to say. So you better be on it. I don't think anyone there listens to this, but they will. If they have bad reviews coming from me. So I think they'll do good. They got back to me really fast, and the guy seemed to know what I was... the worst thing is when you talk to someone from IT at like a charter or something, and they just treat you like you don't know anything you're talking about.
Yeah.
The guy just was like, oh, okay, you tried this? And I was like, yeah, I tried swapping video cards. And he was like, yeah, could be a motherboard, could be your CPU. Sounds really like overheating. And I was like, it does, but didn't seem like it was running hot, so I don't know. Although it did feel really warm. And I wonder if it's just the CPU. Maybe when they put on the water cooler, they didn't put the thermal paste down very well. And there could be some uneven cooling or something.
Thermal paste makes that much of a difference.
It can, though, if it's put on wrong and it develops bubbles or it doesn't cool evenly over time. It can. He was like, it totally happens if it's built. But, I mean, it was supposedly professionally built by this fucking company. Cyber Power PC. It worked great for a while. I don't know. I paid a premium, though, to have it built, so kind of pissed it doesn't work. And... just a rant about Cyber Power PC for a bit here. I mean, they did a good job. They gave me a free keyboard. It's nice, and you can hear it clickety-clack. You hear it clickety-clack?
Not right now, but yeah. Yep.
It's one of the blue Cherry MX things or whatever. So they're like the old-style clickety-clack mechanical.
Yeah.
It's a $100 keyboard I got for free. I got like a gaming mouse for free that I really like. Gave me a headset, which I like. I don't know. They gave me a lot of perks. But they were like, oh, you got a problem? Ship it out to us. Pay for shipping. Fuck you. What? You know what I mean? Are you kidding me? Shipping my desktop is going to cost like $150 with insurance. Are you serious? Like, fuck you. You got to pay for the shipping. I mean, it's in warranty. It's bullshit. Fuck computer places, man. Get a desktop computer. If you're going to get a gaming computer, get it from Dell. You know, get it from Alienware. You're going to pay more, but they'll send someone out. Or they'll pay for your shipping. Because my laptop, when it fucked up, when I had a warranty under Dell, they paid for postage. You know, they were like, we'll send you out a label, put it in a box, send it to us, you know. Because they should pay for it. Because it's not your fault their computer broke. When it shouldn't have. But anyway, yeah, so that was my ordeal with that fucking bullshit. So we'll see. Hopefully they're good. They had good reviews on Google, like almost a 5 out of 5 with like 30 reviews. So
that's good. Yeah,
definitely. They seem pretty legit. I want to give some props here.
Yep.
So get my geek cred back here. I set up a new modem and router that I bought.
Oh yeah.
I got a Motorola Surfboard SB 121. The DOCSIS 3 goes up to like 100 or whatever megabits. So I could get faster internet.
Yep.
Because I'm paying for like Charter changed their tiers now. There's just one now. There's there's two. There's the cheapo, you want fucking slow ass internet, like 15 meg.
Right.
Or there's just the unlimited, which is 60 or whatever you get. I get 60 now, but I was getting like 20, 25 before with my old modem. So that's nice. I got way faster internet, although my computer is slow as shit, so it doesn't really help. But and then I got a new router. So I called up Charter, because when you get a new modem, they got to activate it on their end. Jumped through the hoops impersonating you, and I got that all fixed up now, though. It all goes to my email, so I've got my own like security key and everything. It's just your name. It's literally, I changed the phone number now too, Adam.
Oh, that's good.
It's my phone number. I don't know why it was saved as yours. I feel like I went over the phone and told them to change it to mine, but they didn't.
I was going to say, I think I finally stopped receiving calls from them now.
Yeah,
so.
well, I get them now.
Great.
So, but anyway, so I changed it to my phone number, and so that works. I should switch it to my Google Voice number, actually.
I do that for pretty much every company that
I should do that, because fuck them. I'm not getting your spam phone calls. Anyway, they haven't really called me, so I'm not really bothered. But anyway, I want to give props to Charter, because I talked to them, got on the phone, had to answer to the fucking bullshit computer lady, asking like, what's your issue? I don't know. I was like, give me an agent, whatever. It went right to there. Said I had computer problems. Guy picked up. One ring. Picked up. Like, no hold, nothing. Guy didn't, like, go through the bullshit with me or anything. Like, you know, I was just like, I got this set up already. I need you to activate it. Here's my Mac ID. He did it. I had to restart everything like 4 or 5 times. I don't know how the fuck that works, but I don't know. I guess I had to reset whatever settings were in my computer for the internet, but got it to work in like half hour. Like, no fuss. Went through the steps with me, made sure it worked, got done. Fucking awesome. Excellent service from Charter. Jesus, I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, I sat down after work, I was just like, this is going to be an ordeal and a half getting this thing set up. But nope. Got all done in like 25 minutes. It was nice. Love the new speed. Charter is really fast, which is nice in Middleton. It's the only thing we got, so better be fast. I think Madison's got Time Warner, too, actually, in part of the city. It's fucking weird.
They may.
It's fucking weird like that. Or Comcast. I can't remember. I know there's more than one internet provider, though, in town.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's kind of weird how that works. Anyway. So Charter, good job. You know, you don't hear a lot of good praise about cable companies, but they did a good job with me there.
Cool.
No, I wanted to talk about... net neutrality. That's in the news.
Is it again?
Yeah, that you haven't heard.
No, have they
so
done
we watched the dingo in the bedroom guy that they talked about on the last week tonight.
Yeah.
He has talked about how he is pro on the terms of turning internet into a utility.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. I mean, yeah, sure, he works for the he lobbied for the telecoms before, but the president said that. He's on that line. He's going to fight for that, so it sounds like it's what's going to happen.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus. I mean, it's going to get to the point where everyone's phones are tied to internet, so
Yeah.
it's the same thing as a phone line, same thing as your power. You kind of need it to live. I mean, not unfortunately, but we're becoming more internet connected.
It's ubiquitous now.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be treated like that, which kind of sucks for the telecoms, but deal with it.
It's good for us, though.
Yeah. Dot GIF. Sorry, not GIF.
It is GIF.
It is GIF.
It's GIF.
It is not GIF.
The person who made it says it's GIF.
Well, the person who made it is an idiot.
That may be.
Just like how George Lucas said that Han shot second. Or, it's bullshit. He shot first.
He did shoot first.
God damn it. It's GIF.
It's GIF. I agree.
GIF is a peanut butter.
GIF is the peanut butter. GIF sounds stupid. But that's what the guy did. That's what he did. He made a GIF.
GIF stands for Graphics Interchange Format.
Yeah, I know.
GIF.
GIF, though.
Graphics. GIF.
GIF is what he said.
Graphics. GIF. Anyway.
It's GIF.
It's GIF. I don't give a fuck what Steve Walidi says from CompuServe. GIF. Anyway, so animated GIF. GIF. Anyway. So, Adam, did you remember what you were going to talk about?
Yeah, a couple things, yeah.
Oh, excellent. All right, awesome.
So have you seen 21 Jump Street?
Oh, no. No, I heard it was good.
It is. Me and Ryan watched both 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street.
Okay, you got both in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they're good. I was just going to say they're really good, and they're ridiculous.
I heard they were good.
I never really saw the original.
I was never against them.
I kind of hate the way people are like taking old shows and making movies out of them. Like, the Dukes of Hazzard was an abomination.
People's Sexiest Man, 2012 or whatever. Channing Tatum.
Oh yeah.
You Channing Tatum guy or like a,
oh yeah,
or like a. I'm trying to think of the two types of sexy Hollywood men and which line you're on. Let me think here. I guess it would be like God. Oh man, well, I gotta find out the People's Sexiest Men, and I bet they've switched between the two types of guys. Year to year. Why are we talking about this?
Types of guys? I don't know.
Nope. We're doing it. Oh, okay. Here we go. Chris Hemsworth or Channing Tatum. Two different guys. Two different style of man.
Are they?
Yes. 100%.
How are they different styles of men?
Channing Tatum's like it's the bodybuilder versus the lumberjack. There's two types. You got Channing Tatum, basically hairless. Got a cut jaw, whereas Chris Hemsworth rocks a beard, looks like Thor, you know. I guess the other question is, you watch Supernatural.
Yeah.
It's Dean or the other guy. Sam. You Sam guy or Dean guy? That's actually the perfect split. But people who don't know Supernatural wouldn't know that.
Like you mean just by like how good looking they are?
Which one do you think is more good looking? I know where I stand.
Dean, probably.
Yeah, that's right. The man's man. Not some pretty boy.
I don't think of Sam as a pretty boy, though.
He is a pretty boy. Look at that hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're two different types of guy.
When it comes to like Channing Tatum and Chris Hemsworth, though, they're both really good looking.
I know, but they're different types of good looking.
I think they both are close enough to my type.
Beggars can't be choosers here.
Yeah,
everyone's sexy.
I was going to say,
they both are, but
you know,
they have different looks. It's it's my feeling with women though. It's the Betty or the Veronica, the stank or no stank.
Okay.
The January Jones versus the Jessica Paré. You know.
I guess I can see that.
The sexy mysterious lady or like the sexy supermodel looking lady?
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else though, because like Channing Tatum and Chris Hemsworth are both pretty built. Like,
they are. No.
Big guys.
No. They are, but I mean, like, I wanted to try like have the same amount of like muscle tone but different styles.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say I don't know. I like. He's not really more attractive, but Crowley is more interesting than either Sam or Dean.
You're totally right, though.
like
I'd rather hang out with Crowley.
Exactly, I'd rather hang out with Crowley or Castiel.
Although I'd rather go out to eat with Dean.
Go out to eat. What
Why you get fucking hamburgers and milkshakes with Dean?
Okay. Well, it's probably the same with Crowley. Well, Crowley doesn't eat, I guess.
No, he's a demon.
Yeah.
Well, if he were to eat, though, it would be like steaks.
He drinks, though. He drinks a lot.
Yeah.
He's like drinking scotch and stuff.
I can get with that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. We got that settled. But those movies are good?
Actually, Castiel looks probably better than either Dean or Sam.
Oh, I actually would agree with you on that one. Misha Collins, man. Teen Beat is going to be in. All right.
Yeah, I didn't realize this one of his first roles was like as a Russian bad guy in a James Bond movie.
Who?
Misha Collins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like a Bond villain.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I could see that.
Yeah.
He looks vaguely foreign.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So you like those movies? Just fun? I've heard they were good. They got good reviews.
They're pretty funny. Like they.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, definitely.
They were good. I don't know. They're pretty dumb, but they're also a lot of fun. So
yeah,
I really enjoyed them. I wasn't really expecting to enjoy them.
Okay,
but they're good. And I also
gotta go in with an open mind.
Yeah. And I'd never seen 21 Jump Street, the show, so
I really want to see that movie Neighbors, but you really didn't.
I did no.
Come on, man.
Sorry.
I've heard it's amazing.
Looks terrible.
It does not look terrible.
It looks terrible.
Okay, the trailers are bad. That happens, though.
Yeah, nothing about that makes me want to watch that movie. Nothing.
I heard it's great. It's the same people that wrote The Interview.
The Interview. Yeah.
It's the movie they did between, like, This Is the End and The Interview. It's the same group. It's Seth Rogen comedy, man.
Yeah. This Is the End was okay.
I loved The Interview. I watched it again with Lauren.
Yeah, The Interview is pretty good.
It's fun. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
I think I like it because it's so different.
Yeah.
Because they go to fucking... And watching it in repeat viewings really was awesome. Like, seeing it a second time, you kind of get more of the same weird... James Franco's character is borderline gay, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
You don't get that, like, maybe with one viewing, but you're keyed into it the second time. Just the way he, like, touches and, like, acts around...
Yeah.
Like, it's like, well, I'm going to go take a shower. He's like, yeah, I'll go in with you. And he's like, what? No. What? It's just funny because he's just really, it's weird.
Yeah.
In a kind of a funny way.
Yep. That was pretty good.
And I also love the fact that he's, like, really dumb.
Yeah, absolutely.
James Franco's character is amazing in that movie because he's just an idiot.
Yes.
And, like, but it all works out for him.
Yes.
You know, just him being an idiot completely worked.
Yeah, totally.
That is a really fun movie. It is definitely worth a $6 rental.
I'd say so, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. We drank while watching it too, and it was really funny.
So sell me on Neighbors, then.
I've never seen it.
That's not a great selling point.
I've heard from lots of people it's good.
What's the story about?
Lance said it was great.
Yeah, it's still not.
Let me get the plot of Neighbors up here. I know Lauren wanted to see it too. Problem is that we'd have to rent it though. Is the issue, because or from like a rental place, because I don't think you can rent it online anymore. You'd have to like buy it. Where's the plot? Let's see here. Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne are like a new couple with a newborn daughter, dealing with being parents. They're like kind of late 20s parents, but all their friends are still like unmarried and stuff.
Sounds terrible.
The fraternity moves into the house next door to them. I don't know. I just heard it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's written by Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen. Or no, I'm sorry, it's written by two different people. My bad. Two people, Andrew Cohen and Brendan O'Brien. Never heard of them, but produced by Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen, same people that did all those other movies.
Okay.
Lance said he loved it, which is what keyed me in. Generally positive reviews. It was rated R, so rated R comedy. I don't know. I think it's worth checking out.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, other than that, there's not a lot of TV going on. I did watch first two episodes of Archer.
Okay,
Awesome.
The new season.
Yep.
You like an Archer?
I love Archer. I mean,
where does that stand in the that studio's pantheon of movies?
It's probably.
I gotta look it up.
It's probably at the top.
I gotta look up the name of that company.
It's probably at the top because there's so many episodes of it. But about the same quality but less episodes is Frisky Dingo. And I like the early C-Lab stuff. I don't really like a lot of the...
Let's see here. Adam Reed is the guy.
Yeah.
Created it with C-Lab 2021, Frisky Dingo, Archer. Of course, in Frisky Dingo, he does the voice of Xander Cruz and Killface, which is incredible.
That is pretty
And
good.
apparently he's Ray in Archer, whichever one that is.
Yeah. That's the gay guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense because he sounds like Xander Cruz. Let's see here.
I think Archer's my favorite out of those.
Yeah.
And I think Frisky Dingo is my second favorite.
I know Frisky Dingo is definitely my favorite one, by far. Just
Too
because
short, though. It's just...
The reason why I like Frisky Dingo is because it's 25 episodes, you know?
Yeah.
It just is like 2 seasons, 2 hilarious arcs. Incredible. Xander Cruz is kind of like Archer in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah, kind of, yeah.
I do like Archer, though, and I really am happy that those guys really found their fucking thing, man.
The other nice thing about Archer is that there are a lot of good voice actors in it. Like,
oh my god, yeah. It's incredible.
We've got basically Judy Greer being not Judy Greer, but is Judy Greer the lady from Arrested Development? No,
Judy Greer
is
is the secretary.
Yeah, secretary.
No, you're talking about
what's her name? I can't think of
Jessica Walter.
Yes, thank you, Jessica Walters. Yeah. They got her basically being the same person.
Well, I know. I mean, you have H. John Benjamin,
yeah,
who's incredible.
Yep.
Aisha Tyler, who's incredible.
Yes.
Jessica Walter, who's incredible. Chris Parnell, who's incredible.
Yep.
Amber Nash, who's incredible in Frisky Dingo, and
the guy who plays Krieger is great too.
As Pam, yeah. Lucky Yates plays Krieger.
Yates, yep.
And God, what else did he do? Nothing, actually. He was in Frisky Dingo as one of the Extacles, but I think he did the voice of the Extacles. But yeah, he's great. It's all great. You know what I mean?
It is all great, and it's a interesting concept. That
it is. It's a fun concept.
Different missions every,
and it's great because like C-Lab 2021. They did Frisky Dingo. They did, and they both were pretty popular. I mean, C-Lab way more than Frisky Dingo, but they kind of people loved it, but they didn't really get their huge following, that they probably deserved.
Right.
And then Archer comes out and it's just enormous, huge. And it's the same style of humor. So, if you like Archer, you would love these other shows, particularly Frisky Dingo. Yeah. C-Lab is crazy.
C-Lab is crazy. I like C-Lab before Captain Guy died, unfortunately.
It got a lot better in the last season, but there's that late season 3 after, God, what's his name? I gotta look up his name because he deserves a shout out.
He does.
Because it's incredible. Harry Gause.
Yeah, he's so good on that show.
Hank Murphy, Captain Murphy, incredible voice actor, and horribly sad story.
Yeah.
And his brother played Shanks. Tornado Shanks, Michael Gauze's
I never
brother.
really liked Tornado Shanks that much.
No. But they kind of did a good job later on in the last season of moving away from him being a main focus and more on some of the other people. But Harry Gosling kind of just sucks because he was very old when he died. Actually, he was born in 1932.
Wow.
So he was 71 when he died, but it's just sad because he didn't really do a lot. He was in kind of one of those actors who did a lot of acting, in stage, Broadway, and stuff. And they cast him for the Adult Swim series, and he was incredible in that. He died from multiple myeloma, cancer.
Yeah.
When he was 71. But he recorded an episode from like the hospital.
Yeah,
while he was in a bed. Like, I don't know, just an amazing voice actor and incredible job on that show. You watch that first episode, and I think the first episode is the Howlin' Mad Murphy. Oh no, there's a pilot. The very first episode in season 1 was Radio Free C-Lab, which is the pirate radio station. There's Howlin' Hank Murphy. The Happy Cake Oven, second. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's
season
good.
1. And season 2 is incredible. Season 3 is the first, I think, 6 episodes he's in, and then Tornado Shank shows up, and it didn't really know what they were doing, I guess, really, until the season 4 gets pretty insane. It has been my favorite episode of all time, which is the being stuck in the cave.
Oh, yeah.
When this is hard. This isn't fun to describe. You just got to watch the show, man. It's worth seeing the whole thing through at least once.
I agree.
And the first 2 seasons, you could watch over and over again. Like, oh, God, I want to watch it now that I'm talking about it. Anyway, so C-Lab's amazing. Check it out. Watch.
I also watched the first couple episodes of Downton Abbey.
Oh, you got caught up.
I did, yeah.
The dog is ancient.
And still named Isis.
A fucking dog, man.
Yeah.
I complained about this online. Someone's like, oh, it's not that old. And I was like, dude, the show has had 12 years of continuity.
Yeah. And
the dog existed. It was not a puppy in that first season. It was definitely full grown. Between 1 and 2 years. If not older. But, full grown. At least 1.5. And it's been 12 years. So that dog is 13 and a half.
Yeah.
As a golden, not a golden retriever, it's a yellow lab, I think. A Labrador retriever, actually, probably. I believe, because it's kind of a hunting dog, if I remember.
Yeah, I think it's a Labrador retriever.
Well, but I think Labrador retriever lifespan is 11.
Yeah.
So that dog is knocking on heaven's door right now.
Yeah.
I was saying, that dog should be like that dog should be like the dog from Family Guy. The one the child molester has. I can't remember his goddamn name. The one that's just dragging its legs on the ground because it can't even walk anymore because it's that old. That's how old that dog is. He's like 90 in dog years, if not older. And it just bothers me.
Yeah.
Because he's just overlooking this thing. I don't know. How you liking the new season? I don't want to get too into spoiler territory as it's currently airing. But you can watch it for free, everyone. It's on PBS.
Yeah.
So watch it on Sundays. Or do what I did and pay for it.
Yeah, I paid for it too.
I'm weird.
Well, I'd keep them.
Yeah. Well, they do come out for free on Amazon, though.
A year later.
Well, I think the season was only $20 on Amazon.
It was. In HD,
so I was like, fuck
$20.
yeah. I know. And it includes the Christmas special that's going to come out at the end of the year.
Yep.
So, fuck yeah.
Actually, I don't think I watched... Did they have a Christmas special this last year?
Nope, there wasn't. They didn't have a special at all after season 4.
Good.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised, too.
I thought the first episode was a little slow.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, I was back into it.
You get back into it.
Yeah, and then the second episode, I was like, ooh.
I loved the... Not to spoil anything, but there's a wireless radio.
Oh, yeah.
Segment that's incredible. It's really great because the younger girl, Rose, was like kind of it's just it reminded me of when I was a kid, just nagging her parents like, please, can we get a radio, please, like, and then she's like, well, you know, the king's going to speak on the radio. He's going to address the nation, and you're a lord, so you should hear what the king has to say. Yeah. And he's like, okay, maybe for the king. And, they get the radio, and it was very cute. And the 1920s people hearing a radio for the first time, all sitting around it like it's a person speaking to them, and, like, standing up when the king started speaking.
Yeah, that was great.
It was really cute. I was like, that's totally what would have happened. And yeah, that show just, I don't know. It has a really good sense of place.
Yeah, it's charming. It's very
charming. You
kind
of feel transported to that world, which is so different than everything else on TV.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I like about Mad Men so much.
Yeah.
It's just so well shot and put together. It just feels like with Mad Men, with the music, and this show with the the score they do for it, it just feels like you're taken away to a wonderful fantasy world of being a rich person in England.
Yeah.
How do you think, Adam? Let's just say Downton Abbey. You're out of a job after World War I.
Yeah.
You apply to be a footman. How do you think you last? Do you think you could handle that job?
I mean, if I was in fighting shape, then yeah, probably.
Yeah. You think you'd do that, footman?
I could do that.
You could deal with Thomas's machinations.
I think I would totally end up being like a Mr. Carson in my later years.
I know, me too, man. I think one of my favorite things that they're doing is the relationship between Carson and Mrs. Hughes.
Yes.
It's really starting to blossom now, and it's been a slow simmer over the past 4 seasons. And then, they did have a special last year.
Did they?
Yeah, but it wasn't Christmas. It was we did watch it. It was the the last episode.
They
went to London or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, they went on the trip to London and met the Americans and
good.
It was really good and I like it and I really like the show and I'm gonna watch it every week.
Oh man, such a cliffhanger on the end of this second episode though.
Yeah. Well, there's no evidence.
Yep.
Mary saw to that.
Yep.
It's true, though. Like, she did a solid there. And so she knows, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I thought that they were out of the fire, but they're not.
Also, the crazy weirdness with...
Thomas and...
oh, yeah. That was interesting.
Yeah, Thomas and what's his name? The guy who left.
James.
Yes, James, the younger guy. They kind of had a... Thomas kind of got a crush on him, and he was not gay.
Yeah.
So it didn't work out. But I loved the ending of that.
Yeah, it was
just
good.
Where he's like, I'm not gay, and like, I thought I abhorred people like you, but like, you're a really cool guy.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that you have to live the way you have to live your... You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry the world hates you.
Yeah.
And, it was really cool. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, I got to know you, and I lost my prejudice.
Yep.
And sorry. Hopefully you'll be happy someday. And I'm sure he will be. Something will happen with Thomas.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing
he continues to be a terrible human being, but,
but they also had that, like, scene with Mrs. Bates now.
Yep.
Where he was, like, just staring at the fire, and she's like, do you ever want to be less lonely? It's like, yeah, I kind of would like some friends.
Well, you can't let anyone get close, or else they'll find out his secret. And England did not treat homosexuals very well in that time.
That is true, but I think the cat's
were
kind of out of the
castrated.
bag, wasn't it? Because didn't, like, even like, what's-his-face knows? Like Lord Grantham knows.
I thought it was really funny when someone was like, hey, you know Thomas? Is like, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
I know. I've been with him for years.
Exactly.
And he's like, and I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is kind of what I love about that character, because he's kind of the elderly statesman, but he's always, like, gruff against change, but then, like, he'll accept it, though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he'll fight kicking and screaming into the future, but when he will listen to reason.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is totally the way you need to be. Like, open-minded.
But also, like, Mrs. Bates trying to go, like, buy a condom was ridiculous.
Yeah, Joanne Froggatt, who won an Golden Globe.
Oh, did she?
Yes, for last season.
Oh, cool.
So good for her. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And that's
I love that scene though. She's like talking to Mary.
Yeah,
She's
Mary
like,
Crawley, the heiress, the youngest daughter or the oldest daughter.
It's like, I have half a mind to go back and buy a baker's dozen tomorrow.
Prophylactics.
Yes.
I don't know if it was a condom or a diaphragm, but I think it was a condom.
I get the feeling it was a condom, but I don't know. They never really go into it.
I just want to say this.
But
I don't want to spoil anything, but Mary, Tony Gillingham, really? Come on.
Well, given her options,
I like the other guy.
The other guy's just a little bit too.
She got in a poop fight with him.
Yeah, I know. But
you get in a poop fight with someone, you're stuck for life.
No.
There was some real chemistry there, and I think we're going to see that this season.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. Yeah.
Look, but think about it this way: who does she end up with every time?
Yeah.
The guy that she hates the guts of first.
I know.
And then they have this relationship.
It's different though with Matthew though, because Matthew is actually like really considerate and nice.
And I just
this
want
guy,
to say
I
this.
just get the vibe he's just kind of like, I don't know.
I just want to say this. I don't want to spoil the show for anyone who's never seen it, but
yeah.
Matthew leaving the show, which happens. I'm not going to say what happens, but Matthew the actor left. He left the show, and so they had to write him out.
Yeah.
You know, and it was really kind of sad, like having that character being written out of the show.
I almost didn't want to keep watching afterwards.
But I feel better knowing that he left and they had to write around him versus them like writing his character off because he was such a good character.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it
He
just kind of
was. He was
sucks.
a great
It's
character. I miss
really?
him so
He's
much.
gotta
Like,
leave. Like I like him so much.
for a little bit when the season was starting, I'm like, oh, what's happening with the story? And then I like remembered. I'm like, oh,
You're like, oh yeah, Matthew's gone.
he's gone. Like for half a second, I was
You
like,
know, Lauren had that spoiled for her.
oh, that's
Reading an article in like Glamour magazine.
Oh,
where they're like,
yeah,
it was just like, oh, just throwing out fucking major plot spoilers.
you told me about that. Yeah,
And like some like hot or not this weekend thing. Like,
and you got
we're
the
bummed over what
too.
happened here. Our favorite character left the show. It's like, what? That just happened.
Yeah,
You bastards. And I told her not to read anything, but she wasn't reading about the show. It was just someone in their art like column just throwing out spoilers.
Ugh,
Bastards. Anyway, it's an amazing show. I really like it.
it is. It's a great show.
All right. Game of Thrones coming up. You watch Girls at all?
Nope.
Girls started back up again. I fucking love that show, and I still do. And new season's off to a bang. It's incredible. Hannah's leaving New York for Iowa to go to grad school, and oh, you should watch that show. We should watch that show. It's so good.
Maybe. I don't know.
It makes you want to move to New York. It's just kind of like a New York show, and we should really watch it though because it's really good. Like, it's just well acted. You know, everyone won a lot of awards, and it's really funny. And it's a show about a group of girls, but
Yeah,
it isn't like
I'm not
it's
like against it or anything like that.
It's not like Sex in the City, where it's
Yeah.
a group of girls who act like catty girls. It's just a group of girls that are like 20 and are dealing with living their lives as adults for the first time, kind of. I don't know. It just feels very true, you know?
Okay.
Just very true to Lena Dunham's life, you know? So we talked about Downton.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know how much time we got left here. Did you play any video games?
No.
No, not really.
Not really. I played a little bit more of. Played some Dragon Age.
Yeah, I played a little bit of that too. I'm a
from the beginning
warrior,
again.
an elfin warrior
Yeah.
with a big giant two-handed sword.
I'd already played a bunch of that, so like replaying through it, I'm burning out on it a bit. I might
I'm sorry.
end up going back to the computer version. I don't know.
Oh,
We'll see. I'll have to.
we'll have to play multiplayer. Let's pen that in.
We should. Oh, I also just like yesterday, I re-downloaded Guild Wars 2 because I kind of want to see what's going on in there.
Oh, I heard there was a new event.
There is, I guess, but you know, I just wanted to download it, see what was going on, and the fucking setup file would not download the game.
Huh.
And I tried a bunch of different things. I guess they've been having some trouble with their load balancers since the last
Ugh.
big update. It's been like this for 3 days. Some people can do it, some people can't. But I ended up having to. I turned on my VPN and set it to a connection like in London, and then it downloaded fine.
Weird.
But like, it's a problem with like the U.S. load balancers.
Huh.
Would not keep the connection steady.
Fucking weird, man.
Yeah. Anyways, I got it, and I haven't logged back in yet, but I want to see how that's
boy.
going.
Yeah, I haven't really been playing any games at all.
Yeah, I know. It's
Okay, so I did want to talk about this because I just have it fresh in my mind. But I'm going to talk about Tetris.
Oh, yeah.
Because I purchased, thanks to GiantBomb.com, I have imported a copy of Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, okay, because PlayStation 4's and Xbox One's region free.
Yeah.
You can play any game from any country that comes out. So I was like, you know what? I've never imported a game in my life. I like Tetris. I like Puyo Puyo Pop. Here's a game that puts them together in a battle mode. It looked really fun to play.
Yeah.
And it was $60, you know, just face value to import it. With shipping, it was $60. Not bad. I was like, I'm going to do it. So I got that coming. Japanese game. I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll have to play some of that. I'll bring it.
Yeah, it looks like fun.
It seems really fun. And they totally have been playing it on that website, and they were like, oh, we like Tetris Battle Guide, and it's got like characters and moves and stuff.
Yeah.
Puyo Tetris has that. They just never went to that mode.
Oh, really?
Yes. There's a battle mode with abilities that they have never played.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure someone will talk to them about it and they'll play it. But it's just like, I was reading the Wikipedia page and they're like, oh, and there's also battle mode, which includes like power-ups and stuff. And I was like, what? Like, why have they not played this?
They did do the one with power-ups. That's the one where like you clear the lines with like the power-ups where they pop down and they...
No. That's different.
Oh, it is?
Yes. Trust me. There's like a battle mode where the character selection matters with different moves. So
okay.
I'm 90% sure of that. I'll find out because I think it's a different menu than the versus menu they went to. There's like a battle mode.
Oh, okay.
Which is different. So yeah, we'll see that. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that because I really like puzzle games.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about that is, so it's like, oh, you know, why don't you get the U.S. version? Never will come out.
No.
Because the rights to Tetris are owned by a different company in Japan.
Yep.
Than they are owned in the U.S. In the U.S., Ubisoft owns the rights to Tetris now.
And they just put out Ultimate Tetris.
And they put out a terrible game.
Which is boring.
They put out Ultimate Tetris, which is A, boring, and B, doesn't even work. Yeah. There were issues. It couldn't connect to the Ubisoft server. So you buy this game for your PS4, download it, start it up, can't connect, can't play.
Well, you can be too surprised because Ubisoft can't seem to make a game that works.
It's fucking crazy. It's like, come on. It's a fucking puzzle game. Like, and then people can't even play it single player. Like, because it can't connect. It's fucking crazy.
I think Far Cry 4 is the only game that's actually worked from them this year.
Yeah, well, and the multiplayer didn't work very well.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
But it's supposedly, actually, since the launch, has been really great with the co-op, so they're like, it got better, but yeah.
I almost bought a $60 game.
What was that?
Elite Dangerous. The game looks so beautiful.
I heard...
And I like those kind of games. It's not Freelancer, but
I heard it's really like a supermodel. It's beautiful but empty.
I know, but I think I would be kind of okay with that. Because I don't really necessarily... I would prefer something like Freelancer that had a story and stuff.
Yeah.
But still, I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I liked... Even like Eve is a lot like that.
Yeah.
And I liked Eve, except that everything...
Eve Online.
Yes.
Yep, Space Simulator.
Except that Eve actually took forever.
It was real time.
It was too real time.
It was like almost real time. And so you'd like travel to a system and it would take hours.
Yeah. And I feel like Elite Dangerous is kind of like a good medium ground there. The only reason I kind of don't want to do it is, for one, it's $60, and I'm sure it'll come down.
I was about to say, I'm going to wait for a price drop on that one. Give me that for $29.99.
Also, I'm not sure how well that will actually work control-wise without, like, a joystick.
Oh, you got Xbox controller, though?
I do, but...
I think you could controller/keyboard that.
Yeah. If I actually need to have, like, a keyboard and a controller, that's kind of a pain in the ass, but...
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
If you got a flight stick...
It's doable, I guess. But.
Yeah, I don't know. Worth a thought. Let's see here.
It looks beautiful, though.
But I want to talk about Tetris.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So the AGDQ happened.
Oh, yeah.
And, I lost my Tetris article. What the fuck? I had an article up. Oh, here it is.
Should have put it in Evernote.
I didn't, because I hate Evernote.
It's great.
It sucks.
It's wonderful.
It's slow, and I have to log in every time, and it bothers the shit out of me.
I don't have to.
Well, I do.
Just need to save
Okay,
it.
so Awesome Games Done Quick. It's a speedrunning Twitch stream thing. They do like lots of speedruns. Incredible to watch. Just seeing people break games in half with all these cheats and tricks to beat Mario in 25 minutes by just burning through all these tricks and knowing where to land and just it's kind of like a skills competition that's just fun. And so there's a Tetris game that was in Japan, and I got a link to this on the website. It's bornintheeighties.net. So this video, it's an hour long of them kind of showing off Tetris Grandmaster, Tetris Grandmaster 2 and Grandmaster 3. And so it was an arcade-only game in Japan, and so it's kind of got a unique ranking system in it, and also a death mode, where it basically is just ramps up slowly to impossible speeds. And so Master is the highest ranking, of which there are just a handful of 1,000 people in the entire world for the first game. Second game, maybe 100, probably less, Master level, of which many of these streamers who are speedrunners who play this game 20, 30 hours a week, if not more, aren't even to that level. Some of them haven't even gotten Grandmaster in the second game yet because it's damn hard. They said it took... One of these guys said, first game, you can get it mastered in 5-6 months. You know what I mean? Of just playing. You'll get good enough at it that you'll get there. Next game, he said, about 5 years of playing I got there. All right? The third game, they were like... there's probably 10 people, maybe less than 5 in the entire world that are Grandmasters. They're like, and they're all Japanese because, the game came out in arcades there. And you have to save your progress on the arcade machine because to become a Grandmaster of Tetris in the first game, you have to beat a level under a certain time with a certain score. So you got to get a lot of Tetrises, which is clearing 4 lines at once, in Tetris. So you have to play skillfully and very quickly, and it's hard. It's got to beat the thing in under 8 minutes. All right? Mm-hmm. Doable, but hard. Second one, same thing, except for that it sections it out to where you need to maintain a speed from section to section. So if you go slower, it's worse, and you need to get enough Tetrises it's a hidden counter in the game, knowing that you're doing good enough to get there. They did a race in the first one. 2 of the people who are runners failed, couldn't even get it in the first game. Second game, they had a guy who was a Grandmaster play it. He didn't get Grandmaster ranking when he did it, but he got really close. The one right under it. Very hard. You get it 1 time out of 100. Difficult. Because, so in the second game, you have to beat it fast enough and get a high enough score. And then you do a title sequence where the credits scroll. All right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you need to master one of the game's hardest rankings, clearing box, getting Tetrises to contribute to the internal grading system. For the first half of the game, during each section, you must get 2 Tetrises per section. So every 100 clears, you need to get 2 Tetrises. For the first half, for the second half of the game, it's 1 Tetris per section, so you don't need to get as many Tetrises because the speed goes to the point where gravity disappears and blocks instantly drop. So you need to basically turn them before they appear, before in the half second that it's up there before it shows up in the playing field. You can turn it before it comes down, and then aim it where it needs to be before it comes down. So you basically it's like watching it. You need to watch it because these are not humans doing this because it's going so fast. And they're like, you can't play this on a gamepad. It has to be a joystick because there's no way you can get the level of control with a controller that you do with the joystick. And in the second half of the game, if you clear a section no more than 2 seconds longer than the previous section. So you need to maintain a consistent speed. It's pretty crazy. All right. You make a mistake, you can really screw yourself. He's like, he thinks he's going to doom his run, but he got a couple really fast clears and got caught up. Okay. And so then this is Tetris the Grandmaster 3. The ending. Okay. He can't even play for Grandmaster at this point, because to become a Grandmaster, you need to have... It keeps a track of all of your runs. So you need to consistently get the second highest rank, like 4 or 5 times in a row, before it even allows you to attempt to become a Grandmaster, of which you get 1 shot, and then you have to basically work your way back up to it. All right. So you're clearing 1,000 lines.
Yep.
Okay, so you get to the 1,000th line, credits roll, all right? And you had to have gotten a good enough score to continue getting to this credit sequence. And what happens is, while the credits roll, I'm sorry, when you get towards the top, the Tetris pieces lose their colors. So you have to play with... Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's death mode, sorry. In the regular Tetris mode, that doesn't happen. But anyway, so Tetris is moving instant speed, right? All right. Credits start rolling. All of the Tetris blocks, once they place, become invisible.
Oh my god.
So you have to survive the credit sequence with your Tetris pieces becoming invisible. So you basically have to use your mind to envision what the board looks like as you place them. Okay. It's fucking brain frying, because it lasts 58 seconds of basically a gauntlet of playing invisible Tetris.
Wow.
And so you basically have to memorize the stack that you're doing. Okay, check this out. And people assume too much about how he's truly memorizing. So they say that the credits that roll, they fuck with you. Because you can't just memorize the credit roll to, like, get your rhythm down. Because it randomly chooses what credit sequence comes up at what time. So you'll have, like, sound staff, then special thanks, then director, then that, and it's random each time. Which one comes up. And so he was like, basically, and the music is random. So there's basically no way to, like, game it, because it's random. And so if you watch the stream, spoilers, he clears master mode with the highest ranking you can get. But again, wasn't able to compete for master because he wasn't leveled up on the machine enough. But he got, like, one of his best scores of all time on it, so it's pretty incredible, actually. He got, like, close to world record speed, and so it's really incredible to watch. Me talking about it does no justice watching this person do it, because it is like savant level speed. Because this has the mode in Tetris, the auto drop. So basically, you hit a button, it drops down to where it's supposed to be.
Yep.
And he's just drop, 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 drop. I mean, it's like two Tetris pieces a second. It's just how, and they're like, it just takes years of practice. You basically become one with the machine, where you, like, can feel it. They're like, it's just like a rhythm you get. I was like, that is crazy. And that's why they say they love the game so much, because it feels like nothing else. It's just in tune with your speed. Yeah. Anyway, incredible. Check out the link on our website. You can see that speed run. They kind of explain everything. It's really informative and cool. So that's that. I think that's going to do it for the episode.
I had one more thing.
Oh, you got one more thing.
I do.
What are you? Tim Cook?
Yeah.
Steve Jobs?
That's me.
iPhone is coming out tomorrow.
I just finished today, actually, this morning, The Slow Regard of Silent Things. Another book in the same universe as the King Killer Chronicle.
Yep, it's like book 2.1.
Yeah.
It's like an additional story.
Yep. Takes place in the world.
How is it?
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
It's definitely, like, if you want any more story, you're not getting it.
Yep, that's what I heard.
And if you don't care about Ori, the character Ori, or think she's dumb or whatever.
She's awesome.
She's awesome. I think so, too.
Yeah.
But if you don't care about her, then you're not going to like it at all.
Yeah, it's just a one character, basically.
It is.
And there's not even dialogue, right? It's just...
No, there's no dialogue.
Because she's by herself.
No, it's all inner monologue.
Yep.
And although, like, certain objects almost act like characters at
Yeah,
times.
that's what I've heard.
It's very cool. It's very, very different.
That's what I read a thing where he was talking about it, and he was like, he didn't even want to put it out, but people really wanted to hear it, and the editor read it, and he was like, this is actually pretty interesting. You should probably put it out. Because he said it's not like anything else he's written, and he kind of wrote it for himself just as a fun experience to get into the character.
He says all that in the afterword.
Yeah.
I will just say that I really liked it. I thought it was really cool.
Do you have the hardcover?
I do.
Or something? I might have to borrow that.
Yeah, definitely. I suggest any fans of Patrick Rothfuss at least give it a try.
I might borrow it. Maybe if I can meet him, because he lives near Madison.
Yeah.
I'd get him to sign your copy.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, he's a great author. If you haven't read King Killer Chronicle,
we've recommended on this before.
I finished
Patrick
that
Rothfuss,
today.
Incredible.
I finished it today. I'm going to start rereading the...
It's worth it. And the audiobook versions...
Oh, maybe I'll do that.
Which I have listened to...
Yeah.
Are incredible.
Yeah. Who does the reading for him?
Just some guy.
Oh, okay.
He does both of them, though. And he does accents and everything, and it's really good.
Okay, that's good.
It's one of the better... Like I think my high standard of book reading audiobooks is the guy who did the Harry Potter series.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Dale.
Yeah.
Incredible. Does voices for all the characters, but isn't like doing a voice.
Yeah.
You know, he's just kind of affecting his voice slightly where you just get it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is the same. Does accents, does voices. Like each of the different like races of people have like accents or different like nationalities, and it's great.
Cool.
It's spectacularly read, and I loved it. I would recommend it big time. It's on Audible.
Yeah. Yep, but those are excellent books, and just reading that made me really want to read the third one, which probably won't be out till like 2016. But
yeah, I'm
gonna reread the other ones because they're so good. They're so good. And I like this one too. So
yeah,
I thought I'd just let you know that I finished it. It is fast. I read it in like 2 days.
Yeah, it's a shorter book.
It is. It's like 180 pages or something, 30,000 words. It's a
novella,
quick read.
as he said.
Yep, it's a novella. It cost me like $20, but
well, the hardcover.
That's
how it is.
But yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it. It's unique. I haven't read anything like it, really.
And the author, Patrick Rothfuss, lives in Stevens Point near Madison.
Yep.
And he is around all the time up here, and he also teaches creative writing at a college, I think.
I actually thought he lived in Madison and taught in Stevens Point, but
I think it's the other way around.
Is it?
Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, he's around here.
Yeah.
Madison area. Anyway, so that's going to do it for the podcast. Stay tuned for WWE talk.
Oh, yes.
Wrestling talk. We'll talk wrestling, but I want to, like I said before, we're going to leave that to the end in case you're not into that.
Yep.
Don't want to alienate members, but so website's bornintheeighties.net. Please subscribe on iTunes and give us a rating. It's the best way to get it every week. Gets our numbers good. So even if you're not going to listen to it right away, you got them ready to go. If you're subscribed, I like that.
Yep.
So that's it. All right. That'll be the end. Credits roll. Wrestling news, Adam.
I have watched no wrestling except
so much has happened.
Except for Wrestle Kingdom 9, which I watched.
You did watch it?
I watched it today.
Damn it! You watched it without me. I wanted to watch it again.
It was good, although the middle was kind of boring.
Oh no, definitely. Well, because they started off with one of the awesome tag matches they do.
Yeah.
The 4-team tag match, crazy.
Oh, that was
bullshit.
great. That was one of the best matches of the entire thing.
It was. Yeah, it was a 4.5 star match on Wrestling Observer.
Frenetic.
Oh yeah, I mean Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the Redragon, are incredible. Red Dragon are incredible, and the Ring of Honor tag champs, as well as the Japanese tag champs right now, the junior tag team champs.
Time Splitters.
Time Splitters were there too. They had a good showing. Kushida had some good stuff.
Young
Bucks were incredible.
Young
as
Bucks
always.
are
Super
awesome.
Kick Party.
Yep.
There were a couple matches that were really interesting. I really liked the MMA style match, just for how different it was.
I guess it was okay. I thought it was less interesting than most of the others.
It was different because it's much more trying to be real fighting.
Yeah.
There's the open. What's it called? The open heavyweight match between the two giant guys. Mm-hmm. Was a JR quote slobber knocker. Just two guys. You want to know what the Japanese style is? It's guys beating the shit out of each other.
That was pretty good.
It was interesting because it's such a different style that you're used to. And then of course got up to the two matches top of the card.
You skipped the triple. The two triple matches with like Jeff Jarrett and.
Oh yeah, those were a little forgettable. They had some good moments as always.
They did have Jeff Jarrett destroying guitar over some dude's head.
Oh, as he does,
which was amazing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, still old, still wrestling. It's kind of the old guy.
Yeah,
being the old guy. Ric Flair style.
A lot of Bullet Club losses though.
Yeah. AJ Styles had a pretty good match there.
Yeah, that was a good match.
He's always good.
He did the Styles Clash.
Don't look up his personal. Don't look up his political leanings.
Oh, really?
Don't learn about his conservative stances on things.
I see.
He's bad that way. He's from Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyway,
of course.
Yeah. He's said some very interesting things to the gay community.
Of course.
Which is funny for a guy who rolls around on a mat with someone all the time.
Yeah, another man.
But anyway, a lot of other people are like, yeah, it's dumb, but he's a great wrestler.
Yeah, definitely.
The performer is different than the person, But anyway, that being said, he had the match. It was the number one contenders kind of match there. Mm-hmm. He did a good job.
Yeah.
Got to move on to the two matches that ended the show.
Yes.
That is why I love wrestling.
Yeah.
Watching who's now my okay. So I want my Booker T Fave 5 wrestlers.
Sure.
All right. Daniel Bryan, who's back. Adam.
Okay.
Watch SmackDown.
Okay.
SmackDown. Yes. Watch
he
the
didn't come
first
back on Raw.
But he wrestled his first match on SmackDown.
Okay.
Watch his match with Kane, very top of the show.
Okay.
Watch the tag match at the end that he's in.
Okay.
He tags with Roman Reigns and Ambrose against
wow.
the Authority. Both great matches. Daniel Bryan, kind of back to his old form. Like, he was great. And you kind of forgot how much you missed him. Because, man, is he fun to watch. And he's great.
Okay.
NXT was great this week as well. You got to watch that.
Yeah, I do need to watch that.
Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville rematch.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. It's really good. It has a great ending.
Okay.
It's going to start a feud.
All right.
Continuing the story there a little bit.
Yeah, I bet.
Let's see. Okay, my Fave 5. Daniel Bryan. Cesaro. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fuck. Oh my god, I'm blanking now. Who are my Fave 5?
Kevin Owens is there, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura. He is amazing.
The king of strong style.
Yes.
He is
great.
He is probably the best wrestler in Japan as far as, maybe not technically, because Hiroshi Tanahashi is probably technically the best wrestler, as you saw in the main event. He's just insane.
Okada was no slouch either.
No, Okada's great. He's young. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, but Tanahashi is the John Cena of New Japan.
Yeah.
So he's like the guy who's been there, 11-time champ, like fucking just can get a good match with anyone.
Ibudo was good too.
Oh, Ibushi.
Ibushi, sorry.
Yes, Kota Ibushi. he is incredible as well, and he's
Yeah.
young as well. He's kind of a new and up-and-comer. But Shinsuke Nakamura
That match
is, I don't even know how to describe him. He's kind of like Freddie Mercury, Michael Jackson, ass-kicker guy.
Yeah.
He's like totally,
As weird as
like,
that sounds.
he's got a lot, I know, but he's got crazy flair, comes
He
in
has
the ring.
stupid
and
hair.
King
but he
outfits,
uses
got
it well.
Skrillex hair.
Yeah.
But he's a master of in-ring psychology, just
my
telling
God.
a story through his facial expressions,
Yes,
through his eyes,
yes,
through
yes.
just like there are moments in that match where like he'll knock the guy down and just be like, "Come at me," like show me what you got, kid, and it's just like incredible. And he speaks English as well. I've seen some interviews with him.
Oh, okay.
He is on fire.
Yeah.
And he is. Oh, and NXT had a Finn Balor match that's really good as well.
Oh, okay.
I think that he is going to be huge in the WWE. I think out of everyone in NXT, he is going to be the biggest.
Because he's got such a crazy thing that he
his
does.
gimmick is incredible.
Yeah.
He was Prince Devitt in Japan, and his
Yeah,
gimmick
yeah.
was coming out as comic book characters. You just look up Prince Devitt Joker or Prince Devitt Venom, and you will see how incredible he looks. Or Carnage in Wrestle Kingdom 8, I think. He came out in a coffin. But anyway, I think he may be kind of Undertaker.
Yeah.
Because, A, he's big.
Yeah.
B, he's incredible in the ring and has insane charisma with his entrance. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, that music he's going to be humongous. And he's already sold out t-shirts. I mean, he's big. And he's going to be great. And, I can't wait for him to get called up. Because he's kind of mysterious and badass and brooding. And he's an extremely handsome guy. So he's going to get the ladies, interested. But the fucking wrestling fans are going to love him because he's such a good wrestler. And the kids are going to love him because he comes out as kind of a crazy, like, fantasy character,
Yeah.
He's kind of going to hit all the cylinders.
He's got a lot going on, no doubt.
He does. And but anyway, Shinsuke Nakamura, Kota Ibushi, 5-star match. Dave Meltzer's first 5-star of the year. It's the first 5-star since last year's Wrestle Kingdom, I think. Or no, the G1 Climax last year had a 5-star match with Tanahashi, I think, and Okada. But anyway, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, what can I say? He's the master. He's the king of strong style.
Yeah.
He just has the entrance charisma. He just I'm in love with this guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really it's the charisma. I don't know.
but he
I don't know what it
kicks
is.
so much ass.
He does, yeah.
The spots they do in that match. I mean, there was a deadlift suplex off the ropes that was like no one's seen that before. Like, and then Kota Ibushi was incredible. And he's kind of like the young gun upstart guy, and they wrestled at G1 Climax and had like a 4.75 match last year, and Shinsuke comes out. Just watch his entrance video.
His entrance is amazing.
I'm gonna link the entrance video.
Yeah, you should. It is incredible.
You should see the one from last year too. I think we watched that, but I don't know if we knew who he was then. But his entrance video last year was just strippers everywhere, like on poles and fire, and then he just comes out to his awesome music, and he's the leader of the Chaos faction, New Japan, and he's a badass, like certified, and there's just moments in that match where like he's kind of toying with Ibushi, but then he gets like toyed with back, and then 5 stars, obviously, and those don't get thrown out. The last 5-star match that the WWE had was in 2011. It was CM Punk, John Cena, which was, I think the Daniel Bryan Triple H match got 4.5 from WrestleMania last year. So if you've seen them wrestle and you thought that was incredible, this is all better.
Yeah.
But that was incredible. Tanahashi, Okada.
Yeah.
Incredible match.
That one was a little bit slow to start, I thought.
It was.
But it really heated up. It was
Once
really
they
good.
pop off, I mean, Tanahashi is a high flyer.
Yeah.
Who, I mean, he does.
Man.
So he does like the frog splash, right?
Yeah.
But he does like 3 of them. in a row
and
as
he
a
also
finisher.
He did one. Was it him that did like one that was out past the
Yes.
boundary?
Yes, he did one.
Oh my God.
Off the top of the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Onto Okada on the ground.
Yeah.
We're talking like 15 feet up.
And out. Like,
Yep.
out, off past the apron, past the boundary to the guys out in the crowd, basically.
Yep. It's fucking just...
It was insane.
Yeah, and that was a 4.75 match. Probably
Yeah.
could have said 5. I think Dave Meltzer, who writes the reviews, was like, I don't know if I can give 2 matches from like the 3 days in the year that.
Yeah, and I did think the Shinsuke one was a little bit better. Like I said, I think that the other one heated up a little. It was still too slow to start.
The ending was incredible, though.
The ending was incredible. Yeah,
so,
it was great.
A little bit of a background story with this. Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, as he's known,
Yes.
has a finisher called the Rainmaker.
Yes.
No one has kicked out of the Rainmaker.
Well.
Except for this match.
Yes.
Tanahashi kicked out. Now, people that are Okada fans and marks, I believe the Rainmaker wasn't a perfect one, if I remember correctly. It was off a reversal.
It was. He reversed
so
one.
He didn't get his full strength on it. It wasn't fully set. It wasn't a perfect Rainmaker, which no one's kicked out of. It's just a death move. But the John Cena, Lol Tanahashi wins, kicked out of it. But it took, I believe, 2 at the end splashes off the top turnbuckle to finish Okada.
Yep.
They put on an incredible match, and I'm sure they're going to see each other again. Adam and I, we got to watch the next pay-per-view they got coming up sometime, I think February-ish. But the G1 Climax is the other big one they have in the summer. Mm-hmm. And if you want to watch a lot of wrestling, it's multiple days.
3 days.
It's tournament. It's a tournament day where they have multiple locations with brackets, and it's just kind of like college basketball, like brackets. Like who's your guy, where they get seated, who they're gonna have to face. You're gonna have to wrestle 2 or 3 matches a day. Iron Man tournament, and I believe Okada won last year, which is why. And the win, it's like the Rumble. Yeah. The winner of that gets to wrestle for the title at Wrestle Kingdom. So that's Okada got his match from that. And I think Tanahashi won the title there, or something like that. So off of AJ Styles. So yeah, Japanese wrestling's really good, and English, voice this time, JR and Striker, which is great because it's kind of weird watching Japanese wrestling when you don't understand everything. You kind of have to just watch. And to be fair, the Japanese wrestlers do a fucking damn fine job of putting on a easy to understand show in the ring. With the psychology they have. But having the English announcers just kind of makes it a little bit more viewable, more easy to pay attention to.
Yeah.
So I vastly recommend checking out Wrestle Kingdom 9. And I think that they may do another one with English commentary now because that went over so well. So they may be doing another. And they might do the climax, which will be great. Oh! And then the WWE, we're in Rumble season.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that next weekend? Or?
Next weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
God, Roman Reigns, man.
Yeah.
He's, oh boy. He's not ready.
Yeah.
He's been really bad lately. His promos have been really garbage.
Yeah. Maybe you'll give it to...
The rumor and scuttlebutt is that Vince McMahon is personally writing his promos. Ooh. So when you have like a 70-year-old man writing your promos, it's kind of like, how is this going to work?
Right.
And Daniel Bryan came back, and if you watch SmackDown and we watched together his announcement speech.
We did.
Just the emotion from the crowd, and like the reaction he got, and then seeing him wrestle, and he's kind of back to the level he was before, if maybe a little slower because he took 9 months off or whatever. But I mean, watch that SmackDown. He gets the entire crowd just kind of huge cheer. One of the biggest pops I've seen, like Roman Reigns level. And it's like, well, this guy. And so I don't know what's going to happen at the Rumble. And I think because the rumors are that Brock Lesnar is going to lose the title at the Rumble. Because he is probably going to go back to UFC when his contract's up after WrestleMania.
Okay.
So I don't know if they want him headlining a show of which he's going to be leaving.
Right.
They don't want to give him that WrestleMania main event if he's going to leave the company, because it's kind of not fair to put guys in the spotlight that aren't going to be there. So I'm thinking this is my prediction. He's going to wrestle at WrestleMania against Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan's going to lose the Royal Rumble, going to get knocked out, by some heelish action somehow. I don't know. But I think he's going to feud with Lesnar. So Bryan and Lesnar can have a match at WrestleMania that's going to be blow the doors off with how good it is. And Daniel Bryan's going to get the rub off of, him beating The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Which he deserves because he's just great. And realistically, who can beat Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
John Cena? Maybe. Triple H? Maybe. Daniel Bryan's the only guy that's beat those two. So it's kind of like the only guy you can think. Roman Reigns, I just don't see it. He's only been wrestling for like 3 years. He's fresh.
About Orton.
Orton, maybe. Orton's never beat Lesnar, but he's beaten Triple H and Cena.
Cena.
So, yeah. So it's kind of how it's going to go. I think he is. But I don't think so. I don't think people want to see that match.
No, I don't think they do either.
Daniel Bryan versus Lesnar is unique.
Yeah,
you got the little high flying, underdog versus the big monster. That sells tickets right there.
Yeah. You
see that guy standing next to that guy and be like, you want to see that fight? Yeah, you do. Okay. But I think what's going to happen is Cena's going to beat Lesnar at the Rumble. It's a triple threat match because he's going to beat Lesnar because Seth Rollins is going to fuck up Lesnar or something. You know what I mean? It's just he's going to get double teamed and beaten. Cena's going to win. Rollins is going to cash in. Roll over, pin Cena. Rollins champion. All right? I think we're going to see Rollins versus Reigns versus Ambrose main event.
Really?
Shield main event.
You think so?
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, Roman Reigns, blood enemies with
I would love to see that, but I don't know if they're actually willing to put all three of those guys at main event WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
You think?
Oh, yeah. Reigns is kind of getting that level,
Well, Reigns is the one they're pushing, but
Yeah. He's got a lot of fan support.
Yeah.
He won Superstar of the Year.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Because he didn't wrestle for a lot of the year.
I was going to say, I find that kind of weird, too.
Superstar of the Year last year? Seth Rollins.
I'd have said Ambrose, but yeah. I like Ambrose a lot.
Ambrose doesn't... Superstar of the Year would have been Daniel Bryan or Rollins. I mean, Daniel Bryan defeating everyone for the title, or Rollins just consistently being really entertaining.
I was late to the party on the Daniel Bryan thing, but I don't know. I find Dean Ambrose more entertaining than Rollins.
Yeah, we'll see. They're keeping him pretty big in the main event picture, so...
No, I think that'd be an awesome lineup.
Yeah. We'll see. I think that'll be good. We'll see what's going to happen. Then you know what the great thing is?
What?
I have no clue what's going to happen. They're building this back up, and they're doing a really good job of kind of making it pretty ambiguous in what's going to happen. What could happen? Nobody knows. It's exciting. Rumble's always exciting. You know what I mean? Because it's just who's going to win. Who's going to come out. And I think Daniel Bryan could win. I think if he doesn't win, it's going to be really weird because of last year. Because at the Rumble last year, he wasn't in it. And when the 30th man came out, he got booed because it wasn't... and the crowd chanted Daniel Bryan. Yeah. I mean, they wanted him in the match. And to have him come back and not win, it's like whoever's going to knock him out is going to be hated.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe... I don't know if Lesnar could be in the Rumble, but... who knows? I really hope they don't put some weird feud with, like, Sheamus or something on him. Or Orton.
Slater.
I really... Yeah, I know. I mean, Rollins eliminating him would be good.
Yeah.
Get some heat there. I mean, a Rollins-Bryan would be good. Main event. But
yeah.
We'll see. I'm excited for wrestling again. It's the Raws and SmackDowns have been better. They've slowly gotten better. The Authority's back. Do you see the John Cena Appreciation Night?
No.
Oh. It wasn't a perfect show, but the whole show was the Authority trolling John Cena. It was showing like flashbacks of John Cena promising all these guys like to help them out, and then they fire everyone that was on Team Cena. Ryback, Big Red, fucking goddamn it, what's his name? One of the non-Luke Harper Wyatt member.
Oh yeah.
Ziggler all fired at the end of the night, and
Eric
confetti
Rowan
falling down, and it's like you're all fired, and then confetti. John Cena in the middle of the ring looking sad because he got his friends fired. It's his fault, you know, and it's just great because it was just like highlights of John Cena. It's like, this is your life. You know what I mean? Celebrate John Cena, this great guy, this hero, and look at how he let all of his friends down. It was really well done and fun. So
is Ziggler taking a break for a bit, or
I don't know. It's
guys?
funny because they kayfabe, which means staying in kind of character. Is what kayfabe means. But so they moved Ryback, Eric Rowan, and Dolph Ziggler to the alumni section on the website.
Oh yeah.
And Dolph Ziggler was like apparently in Hollywood, like doing like improv classes and stuff. And yeah. They're like great. All kind of like off. I think the Rumble is something's gonna happen where they're gonna bring him back.
Okay.
We'll see.
I was gonna say I can't go too long without my Ziggler.
I know, he's great and he'll be back. So we'll see. And
by the way, Tanahashi or Bashi or
Tanahashi Hiroshi Tanahashi
has that awesome move. Or was it him that has a sling blade? Or was it?
What are you talking about?
It's basically a zigzag.
Oh sure,
but
I
was.
Don't know who does that.
I think it was. Huh?
I have no clue.
Sorry, it was Tanahashi.
Okay.
But he does it really well. It's really cool. It looks really impressive.
Yeah.
I was just like, I saw both the Famouser and the zigzag. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, they were called different things. But.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, well, I'm getting tired here.
Yeah.
We're going to have to wrap it up.
I think we're like over 2 hours now. So.
We're 2.5.
Yowza.
We're going to cut like 10 minutes, though, from the start. So
yeah. Okay.
It was a long one, but, you know, we had a lot to talk about.
Well, it's a big show.
Thank you. I got Lauren doing that now, too.
Yeah.
Lauren and I have been watching Total Divas, and it's gotten her into wrestling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, because Brie Bella is dating Daniel Bryan, and Nikki's dating John Cena, so you see a lot of those two, and she's like, I kind of want to see what Daniel Bryan's doing. I want to watch the Daniel Bryan match. It's like, well, there you go.
The only thing that I want to see about that show is I want to see... I've heard that John Cena's like really like OCD.
He is
on it.
It is funny.
I do want to see that. It sounds really hilarious.
If you watch, he's like really. You can see why everyone likes him because he's like super direct, straightforward, really like conscientious and nice, and it's really funny. Like legitimately, really hilarious. Like just jokes he has. Legitimately, he's a really funny guy and really fun to be around. But also, he's really not like a real human being.
Yeah.
He's just like he's like John Cena in real life. Like he's just like upstanding. Like, well, these are my beliefs, and I think that's important to me. So, Nicole, you and I are gonna have to make a decision about our lives. It's just like, who talks like that?
Yeah.
John Cena does.
Yeah.
It's a fun show. I really literally watch it just to see the wrestlers in the background. Like, it's Big E! They're talking to Big E! Like, there's Bo Dallas walking in the background. Like, you know what I mean? I just love that shit. Yeah. So, yeah. And Tyson Kidd's in it. And you hate him, but...
I don't hate him, but I will say I think the best thing he's done is him and Cesaro tag team.
Oh, it's incredible. And they apparently have been spending a lot of time down in the Performance Center between tapings. Just working on getting tag moves.
Oh, cool.
So I think they're going to become a big tag team.
That would be awesome.
Which is good because you know what their tag team should be called? The best of the wrestlers. So they're both so technically good at wrestling. Yeah. Like they can just pull off insane moves, which I think it'll be good. And then they can break up and feud. And Tyson Kidd's the heel. You know what I mean? Cesaro is a heel, kinda. You know what I mean? He's a heel because he does heelish things.
He sure seems like a heel in that YouTube video adventure.
Yeah, well, you know, he's a big scary guy. Oh, I got a link to that. I'm linking that to the website.
Okay.
YouTube
I think it's terrible.
wrestling backstage adventure. It is terrible but fun too. They really made fun of it a lot.
Yeah.
When they were playing it, but people I watched playing it, they were making. But it's like, I thought it was fun. It's stupid.
Garbage.
It's garbage, but it's hilarious. How dumb it is. I don't know.
It's kind of
It's like FMV games. You know, they're fun because they're stupid.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stop the recording. We're done.
All right.
We're done here. Fact. We're done.